Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the episode of the year. We got the NBA award show with some of the best content creators on YouTube, on Twitter, your favorite social media personality. This is about to be incredible. I want to give a shout out to Oma Mustard, shout out to Will, Nana, Gifted, and Low. So we're going to have an amazing episode. We're going to go through all of our all-NBA team, championship pick, MVP, DPOY, sixth man of the year, maybe content creator of the year, too. I'm going to go ahead and nominate your boy. You already know what time it is. But look, what's going on, y'all? How everybody feeling today?
Great.
Feel great, bro. Amazing.
And we got Lakers in the playoffs. Got the Warriors in the playoffs, about to face off against the Kings. And apparently y'all feel like y'all about to take that series down. You got the Bulls. You got Mustard Bulls pulling it out. They might be able to play against the Milwaukee Bucks here coming up soon. We got a lot to talk about. And then Will is still in the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. So everybody is eating, man. So I wanted to ask y'all before we got started, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the New Orleans Pelicans played yesterday. Then you had the Atlanta Hawks beat the Miami Heat. And then you had the Bulls absolutely take down the Raptors yesterday. Did y'all have any thoughts about how the playing games have looked so far?
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. Especially as a Bulls fan. Shout out to DeRozan daughter. Yeah, she really came up big for us yesterday. No cap. The Raptors. I'm not gonna lie. I could talk about the Bulls all I want, but the Raptors, man, failure of a season. Huge failure of a season. All the stuff that they did. They overvalued OG. What was it? Four first they wanted for him.
Yeah, not only that, the potential Durant trade, they overvaluated both OG and Scotty Barnes and Scotty.
Yeah. And they got Van Vliet about to hit free agency. Yaka about to hit free agency. Like, I don't know what direction that team is going in, bro.
I think their biggest issue is not trading Van Vliet at the deadline.
Really doing anything.
Got that done.
Yeah, they should have hit the restart button. It's very obvious.
And then trading a first out for Jakob Poeltl as if they were going to compete for something too.
Yeah,
I know.
Insane.
I like Jakob throwing that team, but I just don't know how he's moving the needle so much that you're already putting your future or throwing parts of your future away when you know you need that right now. So I
think Jakob makes them better, which is cool, but like their main, stuff in terms of actually understanding what to do with their team moving forward, I think that's up in the air. OG still has some years left on his contract, so I'm pretty sure this offseason he will be back up on the market, but I don't exactly know what they're going to do. I don't know.
I mean, they just better pray that Spurs pick or the pick they gave the Spurs doesn't jump higher in their draft. Not going to lie.
I mean, do y'all think that they should pack out OG and Pascal?
Pascal? I mean,
Pascal, I don't know. I don't know about Pascal.
I don't
know about Pascal.
OG, yes.
If if Dame is legitimately available, which I don't know if he is.
Let's be serious. He's not available.
But if he becomes legitimately available.
Toronto.
I feel like Dame is kind of like
Scotty Barnes and a couple of picks might do it.
No, that's
a bad trade for Toronto.
That's not the situation Dame's going into.
It's a bad trade to get Dame?
Yeah, because is that moving needle for Toronto?
If he's leaving Portland, he's not going to want to go to another possible rebuild.
I don't think that Toronto.
No. It wouldn't be a rebuild. It'll be if they keep Siakam, if they sign back Poeltl, and then it'd be Dame.
I think that Dame and Siakam wins a championship because I don't.
I don't think Dame.
No. Even if you don't think they can win a championship, that's a better chance than either of them have away from.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have Scotty Barnes?
No. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen Scotty this year.
Scotty is not good, bro.
But I'm saying you'd rather have second round exits with Dame and Siakam versus try to see what you can bet around. Scotty,
you can't build around Scotty.
Can't build around Scotty. That's the problem.
He wouldn't be the centerpiece, but he's obviously will be a focal point of their next version of their team, right?
Yeah, but don't you think it's better to because, like I said, right now they're mediocre. I think next year they're going to
trading for Dame makes them like
Yeah, but
not
if they
contenders.
It makes it
not
a
bad.
new Cavs. That's what it
Yeah.
makes it.
Wait. The new is in this version of this year's Cavs.
Like like the Cavs, like a 4/5 seed, where they're like, that's their ceiling.
But
4/5
I
seed.
think the Cavs. I mean, we're deviating from this conversation.
Cavs can get better than the 4/5.
Yes, I think the Cavs are a lot better than the 4/5 seed.
As Mobley keeps getting better,
Yeah.
I think Mobley's actually someone you can build around.
I mean, that's fine, but they still need to have like actual wing to really make that roster fit well in terms of actually saying, you know what, this Cavs team can actually beat a Bucks team or beat a Celtics team. Like,
yeah, I agree.
They're still a ways away from that, in my opinion.
I guess. Long story short, just ceiling of a first, second round team. That's what I'm saying. And I guess, like, I understand what y'all saying, but
to be honest, let's be real. We know Dame is not getting traded. This is how it goes every year with this guy. He's gonna say
I'm sick of this though, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. I understand that you want to win in Portland and you want to stay, but every time it's like, oh, breaking news, Dame might have a big choice he has to make this offseason, and then absolutely nothing happens, and then he comes back in with.
Do you think it's just
interview.
that? It's just that at this point though, like, because I mean, even what he said the other day, he doesn't want to be a part of like 2 or 3 more years of like rebuilding and all that with young guys. I'm like, well, bro, I mean, you don't have the talent. Like, they traded for Jeremy Grant and them, and they like try to fortify the roster around you, and you still suck defensively. And then you're not good enough to carry them offensively. You had a great offensive season, the best of his career, but
historic,
he's such a negative. He's such a negative that like there's nothing you can do about it.
You know, I will say, I think it really does amaze me how the Blazers, they saw the deficiencies in having a backcourt with Dame and CJ, and then said, okay, let's do the same thing with Anthony Simons. Like, I don't understand how
we're younger. Ooh.
I mean, you could say he's younger, but like, he's still like, he doesn't get to the rim. Defensively, he's not good. It's not like he makes like advanced reads as a playmaker or anything. Like, I don't see how that backcourt like varies differently in the amount of success they can obtain compared to like Dame and CJ when they were there. And mind you, they had better defensive help when they went on that Western Conference Finals run versus what they have now. So,
but I have a question, Mustard. So, with the stuff that happened before the play-in game and Trae Young won, if you were a team that was looking to make the ascension to either make a championship run or be an even better playoff level team, would you rather trade for Trae Young or Damian Lillard?
Not gonna lie, I'd rather trade for Dame. Trae Young is so historically bad. He is historically bad defensively. I don't think you can ever win with somebody like Trae Young as your best player.
Oh, okay, I agree with that.
As your best player.
Can you win with Dame as your best player?
You can't.
I think you have a better. I assume that's what we're doing here. We're talking about trading for them to be like the guy, or what?
I don't know. The problem that with Dame though is quiet as kept is a contract. Like, nobody like. Like very seriously, I don't think that many teams are really even signing up for Dame on that contract. Like, if we're being honest with ourselves,
you have to move a lot for him.
Yeah,
a lot.
And with the new CBA, that's set in place, like, I don't think that many teams are willing to commit.
I mean,
he's
making more than Gobert, and Gobert got traded for 5 players. You know, so like, you got to move a lot for somebody like Dame. I didn't even think about that.
Please do not talk about Minnesota Timberwolves and the decisions they make, because they are not the standard of the NBA. Okay.
I mean, I get that, but like no matter where Gobert gets traded, though, he has to get moved for a lot. Like, you got to give a lot for him.
Damn. But yeah.
No, both. I guess their contract. Yeah.
Do you think that Rudy Gobert's defensive value is going to be more important than what Dame brings offensively, even at a similar age?
No,
absolutely.
I think Gobert actually regressed this year
to
start the year. I do want to hold out some hope for like an entire offseason of them after year one, potentially bouncing back next year and being better. But Gobert's aging. Like, his main value is what he does defensively, and they still don't quite know how to make everything around them work. But they kept McDaniels. He took a leap. Like, there's a pathway there that could make sense. With Dame, it's like, if you trade for Dame, you have to move so much capital that you're going to probably still be in a mid type of situation. You know, like, it's really rough. Like, I think the only team I could point to is probably Boston if they don't want to keep Jaylen Brown. But even then, I don't know about all that.
I I mean, I do think a team like Boston has a lot to cover for Dame's like defensive inefficiencies, even though they probably have to give up a defender or two in that trade because Jaylen Brown's contract is not enough. He hasn't even gotten extended yet, right?
No.
So like it's not enough to.
Bro, there's no way. Come on.
You'd rather have Dame.
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'd rather have Jaylen Brown.
Low, you're trolling, dog. Stop it, bro. You're not.
I want Dame. No, I'm not talking about the player. Obviously, Dame is a better player. I want a 32 going on 33-year-old non-defensive point guard that is going to get paid $40 to $60 million. No.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money, but if you're just moving him for Jaylen Brown and like, because you still have cap, like you still have all these other guys in the contract. I don't know what Rob Will's contract's looking like.
They're fine.
Rob Will's contract
cheap,
bro. It's cheap, but
26, I'm pretty sure.
They're fine offensively though. Like it's fine. That's not their problem. They're the second best offense. Like them, and they also added.
I'm not saying they should do it. I'm not saying they should do it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they should, but like in theory, it doesn't sound like you could still move some pieces around to make it work. I think financially.
I'll say, but Jaylen Brown is not enough in just terms of pure value to get Dame. So you'd be giving up like Jaylen Brown plus something to get Dame, who probably doesn't move the needle for you that much anyways. So,
yeah, if they were to ask for like Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Derek White, and then picks, I'd say no.
I'm not doing that trade. That's a bad trade for Boston.
Yeah,
isn't this the same team that didn't want to even give Jaylen Brown for KD?
Which was a bad decision in my opinion.
Exactly. They're gonna fold for Dame. Like I don't.
To be honest, I think they only did that because the backlash that they were getting and Jaylen Brown like tweeting all that stuff. Because let's be real, if Jaylen Brown didn't do that,
I think they were fine to trade Jaylen Brown for KD though. It's just everything that came with Brown because they wanted Brown, Smart, picks, Grant Williams. They weren't trying to do all of that, but the Brown stuff, I think they were cool with that straight up. If it was that,
yeah, I agree. I wouldn't do all that for. I love KD. I think he's a fantastic player, but all of that. Like you're giving up some of the depth, defensive. Do
you think they'd be worse right now, Mustard?
Yeah, because KD missed like half the season.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like half their identity as well. Like Marcus Smart, guys like that. That's who they are.
Yeah.
All of your perimeter defense guys, you're essentially trading, and you keep maybe Brogdon.
So basically, just what the Suns did. They gave up all their POA defenders.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one guy, but you got it.
But the Suns didn't have like a Jaylen Brown, so I don't think Boston would have to give up as much.
Hey, technically they did.
I'm about to say
Technically they did.
But at the time, like y'all talking about Mikal right now, but at the time, value wise, wasn't.
But they gave it Mikal and Cam and who's the third? The Jay Crowder.
But he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
But Jay Crowder wasn't even playing. He was already
Jay Crowder and 4 first.
I thought Jay Crowder didn't Jay Crowder go.
Now they traded Jay Crowder to the Bucks.
Yeah, they traded him to the Bucks.
But no, he was a part of the initial trade, and then they traded him.
Oh, did they move him again? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. Mikal might be. Let me hold my tongue.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
He was gonna say he's better than Jaylen Brown.
He's getting those conversations, man.
I mean, Mikal is a 3-level scorer, so I don't know.
Don't be a prisoner of the moment.
Hey, it ain't just a moment.
Let's not get it twisted. Mikal is nice, but
we gonna see in the postseason.
If Jaylen Brown had an opportunity like Brandon Ingram with the Pelicans right now with no Zion, do you think he could reach that same level?
Yeah.
Do I think he could do what Ingram's doing right now in New Orleans?
In terms of self-creation, sure.
Playmaking and all that, though.
No, he's not doing what Ingram's
I don't think about that. No.
Yeah.
You think
Jaylen Brown's had time and enough opportunity to develop as a playmaker, and he just hasn't.
If you were to swap Jaylen Brown and Brandon Ingram, the Pelicans get significantly worse. So no.
You think significantly worse?
Significantly is
they're gonna miss his playmaking.
I mean, but he's a better defender than Brandon. I mean,
that's saying too much.
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown's a great on-ball defender, or not even great. He's a good on-ball defender.
If Jaylen Brown didn't have that beard, would you think he was still a good defender?
Oh God,
that's a crazy allegation. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh man, beard allegations is insane. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but look, all right, let's go ahead and get into it because this is going to be I feel like we're gonna have to start with the top though, because if we do the All NBA, that's going to be a dead giveaway. So I think we should probably start off with MVPs. Then we'll move into the All NBA stuff. That way we can just kind of go through it. But I think for this one, I actually want to hear Will, because I don't really get to hear your All NBA, your MVP stuff all that much. Will, who right now with 82 games played going to the playoff, do you think you would have voted for MVP this season, and why?
Oh man, it's a I mean, obviously the two guys are Embiid and Jokic, and I mean I know Jokic is your guy. For me, it's a toss up. Like I can listen to an argument for either of the guys, for Jokic or Embiid, who could be MVP. I think the talk and the chat around the NBA right now was that Embiid kind of locked it up over the last couple of weeks. There was the Nuggets kind of went on a slide. Embiid started cooking a lot more than he was. I believe it or not, I actually think that when we beat y'all, Swipe, I think that was one of those, and that was the same night where Embiid dropped that 50 bomb on the Celtics. I think that played a huge role in shifting the tide. So I think it's going to go to Embiid, but I mean, like, if you told me Jokic won it, I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, it's one of those ones where, like, I honestly can't tell you who I think deserves the MVP.
So you basically have a toss up. You would personally pick either or.
Yeah, I could be convinced either way. So I think Embiid's going to get the award. But if you talk, like I said, I could listen to a Jokic argument, I could listen to an Embiid argument. I think they both have very compelling arguments for who the MVP is, and I think it might just come out of preference at this point, honestly.
Man, pick one. Man, what in the world are we
Embiid.
doing,
I'll pick
bro?
Embiid. I'll pick Embiid.
All right, Jesus, man.
I'm about to say.
That boy is being decisive. Come on now.
I know.
I'm not trying to come on Swipe with show and just crap on his guy, but
I don't care.
Who cares? Crap on that nigga.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, mustard over here. Yeah, you should hear some of the things he said. Will, so is Giannis like not even in the conversation for you?
He is.
No.
I think. Oh wow.
I think
that's
that
crazy.
I think he's the third. I think he's third, but no, I don't think that you can say he deserves it more than Embiid or Jokic does this season.
Yes, you can.
Even though I get the argument for it, right? He's kind of like the combination. If you like defense and you like offense, you both like Giannis.
Well, he's worse than Embiid offensively, so
that's not true.
Does
Giannis is a 10 on offense.
Does he know?
That's true. Richard Jefferson.
Giannis is a 10 offense is crazy.
Nasty. Now, it was really just a nasty year for narratives, if we're being honest. I mean, I think that's fair, Will. I mean, that's a good pick. What about you, Gifted? Who's your MVP pick?
I think it's Jokic. I think for the majority of the season from start to finish, he's been very consistent. I think the month of March where his team was basically imploding and losing to bottom feeder teams, I think that helped elevate Joel Embiid because their teams since the post-trade deadline has had a really good record. But I think overall, through and through, I would go with Jokic in terms of how his impact to his team when he's on the floor is very high. And I just feel like he's just been really, really good for the entire year. Even when they weren't having the best type of a record, he's still producing on a night in and night out basis. So I would go Jokic. If you say Joel Embiid because you don't believe Jokic has played a season where he deserves a third MVP, cool. But I just evaluated season by season. So I would go Jokic this year, personally.
So you didn't bring up Giannis either. You feel like Giannis is a bit off?
People are not going to like this. Giannis regressed early in the season. And, like, a lot of people don't talk about, like, how his production was not the same in terms of his efficiency as a player. I think in the late season, he started to turn it up a bit more. But I think consistently it's been really Jokic and Joel Embiid, and Giannis is there because he's good at basketball and his team is the number one seed in the East. That's fine, but to me, in terms of level of play, I think Jokic and Joel Embiid have peaked higher than Giannis this year in terms of consistency.
Yeah, people. I'm surprised, Will, too, that you didn't have a Jabari agenda for the MVP at all. But we'll move on from there.
Nah, don't do me like that, man.
All right. Well, Mustard, what about you, bro?
Well, I'm not gonna give Embiid a pity MVP. Embiid is third on my MVP ballot. I think he's been great this year. Don't get me wrong, but I think just like last year, it's Giannis and Jokic league. I think they both have been not the clear two best players, but I think they are the two best players in the league. You can debate one or two. I really don't care. Joel Embiid, he's had a great season. Don't get me wrong. But in terms of actual offensive help, he has the most offensive help among these three candidates. James Harden and him have been amazing this year in the pick and roll. Some people comparing him to Stockton and Malone. I'm not going to go all there. But they are looking great in the pick and roll. Like Embiid has never had somebody like this that can operate the PNR this way. And Harden has done fantastic job. Unfortunately, I know he was snubbed of an All-Star, but don't let that shit fool you. He's one of the best playmakers in the association for a reason. Throwing the fact that other guys they have around them. I know Tobias has kind of been, kind of hot dog water lately. But other guys, they stepping up and doing their thing. Now, in the case of Jokic, I think Jokic has a great case. Have no problem if Jokic wins the MVP. The only person that, if they were to win, I would have a little bit of an issue is Joel Embiid, because anytime people make arguments for Embiid, they're not really even arguing for Embiid. They're just arguing against Jokic, or they're arguing against Giannis. They're like, oh, these guys have won MVP. We have to give it to Joel Embiid now. And that stuff I think is super lame. But in the case of Jokic, having one of the most historic offensive seasons, was it 70% true shooting, 25, 26, 12, and is it like 25, 12, and 10 or something like that? Just a historic season, and the number one seed in the West. But I'm gonna have to go with Giannis. I don't care. I got my agendas to push. He is, in my opinion, the best player in the league. Gifted. I mean, just being serious. He's the best player in the league. He gets it done on both ends. He's a top 5 defender in the NBA, even though he doesn't really bring it on a night-to-night basis the way he used to in like 2019. What'd you say?
He's not a top 5 defender. Jesus Christ.
No, not this season. But like when Giannis is bringing it, he's like Draymond. I don't think Draymond is this season been the best defender in the league, but when he brings it, he is the best defender in the NBA. I don't think there's anybody that does it like that. So when Giannis is bringing, I think he is a top 5 defender in the NBA. The playoffs are gonna show you, y'all. Don't be doing that, low. In the playoffs, Giannis gonna rise to that top 5 defender in the league status again, like he always does. He's gonna bring it. So I'm gonna go with Giannis as my MVP. But Jokic is a very, like, I could wake up tomorrow and have Jokic as my MVP. I really got no issue with either of them winning. As long as that man and B don't win, I'm good.
So Mustard, in your mind, this year, has Giannis been a top 5 offensive player?
A top 5 offensive player?
No,
probably not.
I'm just asking.
Probably. It's clearly no.
Probably.
Clearly not a top 5.
I mean, he's not, but he's still. I think the stretch that he went on at the end of the year really made up for that. Because like I kind of removed him from the MVP combo. I think I had him third, like clearly third. But like that last stretch he went on at the end of the year, he went crazy and stupid. So I have to give it to him. And I mean, everybody's talking about how Embiid cooked the Celtics. We just saw Giannis cook Embiid I think a couple days before then. What you mean? No,
we also saw Giannis get cooked by Jokic, but
I mean, I didn't watch the game, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, Anyway, I'll
like I said, Jokic is a close. I wouldn't have no issue with Jokic winning because I think they're both better than Embiid.
I love what you said. I don't disagree on the consensus that they're better than the guy in Philly. Nana, what about you?
Wow, I have Embiid all the way, and because he has the numbers, the stats, the games, and the moments, and he's just been the guy that the league has been focused on all year. And he's proved that he can be that guy. Well, with Giannis and Jokic, I have them actually tossed up for number 2, depending on the argument. Does win matter? Does all season matter? Is what happened the production? I mean, depending on how you look at it, Giannis did turn up at the end of the season. He's averaging 31 and 11. I mean, y'all talking about his offense not up there. Like, he's averaging 31. And his offense is getting somewhere. And with Jokic, to me, like, yes, he has an MVP season, but swipe out. I know you don't want to hear this, but like after every MVP, the standards go up. Before you win one, you can come in the second one. Then when you get to that third one, the standard goes up. And these are the same reason the voters have been playing it like this. If that wasn't the case, Brown would be at like 5, 6, or 7. If that wasn't the case, Jordan would probably be like at 8. I mean, like Steph would have been at 3 or 4 because the standards change. You don't just get to change it back for Jokic because he's got quote unquote a historical season. It doesn't work like that. They give you a different standard. I know it's unfair, but in Jokic standard, a 2-time MVP, is he the MVP this season? No. That's how I view.
Don't you think that though, like, and I hear where you're coming from there, but I still feel like we have grown as a community, and we talked about this in the space before. I feel like we've grown as a community to understanding there's so many different ways to measure value. And if Jokic has to be the one to set the precedent of, okay, like we can't just like for lack of a better term, just like disrespect the player by saying you can't win a third straight MVP because of reasons that really don't even truly matter, honestly. And I'm not saying you're not bringing points that don't matter, because I get you're just talking about the consistency of the award, but like just because past voters have been bad doesn't mean we should just punish future players. If anything, we should want Jokic to win so the voting can be better. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't think that's also even a fair argument, because to argue against Jokic, like just argue against what's happening on the court, not necessarily like, hey, in the past LeBron got robbed, in the past Jordan got robbed, or if you think Giannis got robbed, or if you think whoever, you know what I'm saying? And even Steve Nash, right? Steve Nash, I think, you know, he had a better year in 07 than he did in 06 and 05, and he didn't win the MVP, and he led them to like 60 wins. You know, but they were like, yeah, we can't give him the MVP. You know what I'm saying? So don't you think that's like not really? I know, Lo, you hate Steve Nash, but like, let's be serious. He had a great 07 season, bro.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's not fair, but I don't make the rules. This is the standard they have set for the entire NBA. We're going to just shift it now because we don't like it. It's a different story. This is how they've been voting. And on top of that, that's not the only reason that Embiid is the MVP. We're not just giving him a pity MVP. He's been the best player in the league. He has shown it. He's been playing so well. Like, and when you watch him, like in terms of impact and value, I'm watching the Philadelphia.
The best player in the league. I don't know about that one.
I didn't say he was the best player in the league. I said he's been the best player this season.
Oh, okay, that's
if
fair.
You count, like,
he has like a.
Yeah,
I think Embiid has like a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio this year.
Bro, here comes Swiper, bro.
But yeah, but we even watch games though, Swiper. You see, like they take Embiid off the court, and I mean, not even just off the court, like down the stretch. Like he's so exhausted because every play got to go through him. It has to be him. And like,
pass the ball.
I'm about to say every play goes through Jokic. Every action usually runs through Jokic, right?
Yeah, but like but you can have Jamal bring up the ball. It's not an issue. Like there's options in Denver.
Harden. They got James Harden.
What is Harden?
I'll say James Harden right there.
First of all,
Tobias Harris.
Don't make me talk.
Wait. Oh, you don't like James Harden?
Hey, let us talk about James Harden.
Like James Harden. Okay.
Let's hear the conversation.
Y'all been hyping James Harden way too much.
And you're not gonna like what I gotta say about James Harden, man.
Man, he's an all NBA caliber.
Will's here.
Like, he's not a scrub anymore. Like compared to his previous
anymore.
I mean, like he went down, you know, and now he's like back up a little bit, and y'all just like, oh, you know what? Great. But do you really trust James Harden come playoff time? No.
Is it a hot take to say he's been a top 15 player this year?
What'd you say?
Is it a hot take to say he's been a top 15 player this year?
No, not a hot take.
He makes top 5 in the MVP race.
I'm not gonna lie, Will. Embiid is having his best year to me because of James Harden.
Right. Talk about why playmaking.
Now, to be fair, though, Gifted.
Don't do that, Gifted, because Embiid was good before he got hurt last year.
I never said he wasn't. I never said he wasn't.
He did take his game to another level.
Also, yeah, James Harden is elevating him.
It wasn't 33, 65% true shooting. That wasn't happening.
James Harden is not elevating Embiid.
Meanwhile, Giannis don't got Chris Middleton.
James Harden is not elevating Embiid. Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like y'all trying to twist it. It's not. It's
wait, why?
They both
elevate each other.
You got like a center that's that dominant in the post.
Why is the playmaker not elevating the big?
But yeah, Joel Embiid is basically he sets the screen. Harden throws him whatever type of pass, and he takes the stop and pop mid range. I mean,
it could be an entry pass. It could be pick and pop. Pick and roll, whatever it is.
It's special what Harden is doing. Can a competent point guard not do what Harden is doing? Passing.
A leader in assists.
Ben Simmons couldn't do it. I don't know.
Ben Simmons definitely couldn't do it.
To be fair, he was.
No. You don't think James Harden's been a top 5-ish playmaker this year?
He is.
Top 5 might be selling him short. That might be selling him short.
Ish. I'm saying
he's top 2 and he's not 2.
Yeah,
he's top 2. No, he's not.
He's top 2.
All right,
he's not a top 2 playmaker.
Yeah, okay, outside of Jokic,
we kind of pushing it up a little bit too much.
Outside of Jokic,
Jokic and Luka. Those two alone.
Oh man.
Come on. Let's All right, let's pump the brakes.
So I'm saying
better playmaker than James Harden this year.
Yes. Both Jokic and Luka have been better playmakers than Harden.
You know,
Will is crazy.
No
way.
Don't do that.
I'm not Will.
Honestly, Luka is fair. That actually didn't. That's fair.
Exactly. Let's be clear. Let's just say you forgot him. Jesus.
Okay, I forgot about him. But after Luka and Jokic,
outside of the white boys, is James Harden the best black playmaker in the NBA?
I mean, Trae Young is also up there as well.
He's better than
Goodness gracious.
He's better than
2023.
Quite as kept. Yeah, let me not say Curry's name because then I'll open up.
Come on, Curry.
You don't want to.
Come on,
bro. We don't want to hear the truth though, because with Curry, I act like he's not probably.
He's a better playmaker than James Harden.
He is. You're not ready for that conversation.
But Will, why are you acting like that's a crazy take though?
It's not a crazy take because y'all have playmaking. You box it out with passing the ball. It's not just passing the ball. That's not.
Mustard's trolling.
I'm not even trolling.
Mustard is trolling right now.
I'm just saying, why are you acting like that's a crazy take though, Will?
Because it is. If you want to say he's a better offensive player, like sure, but a playmaker.
Yeah, Harden had Stockton assists today.
So I think that Trae Young is a better playmaker than Steph Curry.
And now you Stockton assists. Oh man,
he did have Stockton assists this year, so I'm not really.
Wait, and again, I just want to be clear. The only
to this crazy. Come on,
to this day, the only person to do roughly 21, 11 on 60% true shooting is like Magic
was like Nash, right?
In that, well. Did
Nash never had 20.
Yeah,
Nash never won 20 now. He's a fraud scorer. He's a fraud scorer. Look, it's Jokic, bro. Jokic is the MVP. You don't have to keep fighting this, bro. It's fine. Like if he wins three in a row, it's cool. Like it's not that.
I'm very surprised, Lo, saying it. Weren't you like pivoting the other way?
You a Giannis fan, just
right?
To be fair to both other candidates, Jokic was like punting the season away towards the tail end of the year, and I think Embiid definitely came up on that. The record was, the schedule was much tougher in the last like 20 games for the Sixers, and Embiid showed up pretty consistently.
And they had a losing record in those 500 plus teams, by the way.
It's fine. I mean, your team lost to the Spurs, so I would much rather
the Rockets
lose against. I would much rather lose against Comp than lose against.
They had Jabari Smith and Torrey Eason. Where have you been,
bro? Your MVP got locked up by Sengun, bro.
Brother.
He got locked up by Sengun.
Will don't disrespect your guys like that.
Yeah, I'll say respect.
Definitely respect Sengun for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not respecting that.
Mind you, he said nobody about the Spurs.
Enes Kanter, a Hall of Fame dimer.
Get him off the show. I can't do this no more with Mustard.
Low key, that sound like a nasty. That's pretty nice.
Let's respect him a little bit. Let's respect Sengun a little bit, man.
But I just think what Jokic did, like, it's pretty hard for me to deny, like, the value that he provided to a team that, like, even when Jamal Murray was there, like, he wasn't the same Murray of past. MPJ was kind of in out of lineups. What kind of hurt Jokic once more is, like, towards the tail end of the season. Missing games, punting away the season. Embiid kind of caught up to him in those regards. And so did Giannis, because I think Giannis second half of the season. If Giannis had played the same way the second half of the season for the entire year, I know he was hurt in the beginning of the year, but if he was healthy completely, I think it would have been much easier for me to say Giannis.
Yeah.
To also be fair, I think that Giannis also was on a team that was really, really competent. Like, even without him on the floor, they were a really great defensive unit. Solid offensively. Definitely dropped a little bit, but still solid.
Offensively, I don't think they were too solid without him, though.
Drew Holiday, to be fair, Drew Holiday had.
They're not that great offensively.
Yeah, but Drew Holiday had amazing games when he was absent. So did Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez. So they stepped up when need be. But the defense was like clearly there even when he wasn't there, and that's how they kind of built their identity. And also, to be fair to Embiid, sure, they definitely had the pieces to kind of maximize who he was offensively, but on the defensive side of the floor, you could probably argue he has like the worst defensive pieces surrounding him. Yeah, you could easily argue that, and I think he's had to carry that.
Bro, they have Tobias Harris off-ball defense. Like, it's pretty bad over there.
Yeah, and Embiid had to carry a lot of that defensive unit, and surprisingly, I think they were slightly above average by the end of the season. So, I think Embiid definitely did an amazing job.
Hey, look at Maxey; he's a cone.
It's pretty bad out there. But I think for the most part, though, I think from start to finish, I'm still siding with more Jokic, and just things that he kind of provided to that team. From really start to finish, and the identity of what that team has been which has been offensively and kind of like building that unit up over there. So I got Jokic, even if it is 3 times in a row. I don't really care.
It's funny when you got a 3-time.
Hey, I want to ask if Jokic were to win
I'm
3
fine
straight
with that.
MVPs.
I'm fine.
If Jokic were to win 3 straight MVPs, and never ever make the finals, forget rings, and never make the finals. I mean, I'm not saying we should regret giving it to him because, like I said, I think Jokic should be the one that we start the president with because he deserves it. I have no problem with him winning. But if he doesn't ever make the finals, how bad do y'all think that people will look? How do y'all think people will look at his career?
Of course, yeah, they look at him worse than Nash because he's the era that he's in, and the fact that they just don't think that Jokic is a center with a defensive value that he quote unquote doesn't have. That they're just
he doesn't. You don't have to quit the quote unquote.
Well, no, I'm saying like you could say he's an average. You could say he was a positive defender, like a slight positive on you. I'm saying if he was like,
please don't bring our Raptor.
People, no, not have to
gonna bring up his box plus minus defensively.
No, not at all. Actually, it literally wasn't gonna reference any of that. If you
is LeBron,
whatever. I do think that
he's
people
on
would look a lot different on him. But I will say this, just to whatever. I think Jokic is MVP. That's been clear. But I think that Embiid or Giannis have basketball cases.
Clear.
No, I'm saying it's been clear for me. It's what I'm saying.
Well, for you. I mean, of course, for you.
It wouldn't be fair if you said anybody else.
But remember, I track from November on. Because remember, I had Steph Curry, the best player in the year before he went down with the injury, and then basically from December on, it was Jokic, and I think Embiid had a better March than anybody else in the NBA. But on the totality of the season, I think it's been Jokic. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If there's basketball conversation to be had about Embiid, I just hate the way the narrative been drummed up by so many analysts and voters that. The era looks better if Jokic has 2, Giannis has 2, and Embiid has 1.
That was crazy, bro.
That's the silliest thing of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The arguments for Embiid aren't even like real arguments, are just arguments against Jokic for the most part. It's just people saying we can't let Jokic win 3 straight. We can't let that happen. And it's Embiid's turn. I'm like, dog, who cares about turn? Nobody ever said it was Dwayne Wade's turn to win an MVP.
I was just about to say that. There's so many eras of basketball that doesn't exist. Like Jerry West has 0.
Like y'all acting like Embiid is not 33, 10, and probably the best.
It's just
but Jerry West had an argument for how he'd be the best player as well.
But even with that, now that he dropped everywhere else except for his passing, like his points went up, his efficiency went up, his rebounds went down. This was a worse defensive season than last year, and on top of that, they're the 3rd seed. So even with all this stuff together, he has the best secondary.
Like the 3rd seed in the East is pretty much, I think, the same record.
You saying worse defensive season? It's better than anything Jokic
last year
up in Denver, though.
But that's cool. We're measuring
who had more wins?
To himself, yeah.
Who had more wins?
Well, Jokic, he played more. He had more wins.
No.
Giannis
you said seeding. You said seeding. Who had better record, Philly or Denver?
Oh, Philly.
The teams? Oh, it was Philly. The team, but not the players. Embiid was only available.
I'm saying, like, you can't bring up standings.
And I mean, y'all talking
about. I always bring up games played.
I know, but you just brought up.
But I'm saying, relative to historical precedents. So you have 2 first seeds that are in the running, and then you have a 3rd. Typically, I'm saying when players are this like equal across the board. I'm not saying like last year where it was like a 3 with whatever. Obviously, worst season from Giannis, and then Embiid at 4, and then Jokic at 6, or even Russell Westbrook at 6, and then we had James Harden at 1, I think that year. But then James Harden had, his season. Then you had a triple-double season from Russell Westbrook, and then even I can't remember who was the 4 seed that won before that. But even all that other stuff in mind, this year you have 2 first seeds who had incredible seasons, and you had Embiid who also had an incredible season. But on a basketball court, I don't think that Embiid had a better season than Joker did. But I think the narrative got so strong from March 3rd on that it swung towards Embiid so heavily. Like right now, bro, I think if you look at the MVP tracker, I think Embiid has 22 first-place votes. I think Giannis has 6 and Jokic is 5. Like, it's not even – it's gotten so far the other way from when Jokic has 77 first-place votes.
Like, it should be super close. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just narrative. Like, now it's just like, well, Embiid has to get it because this is his best chance to win. We don't know if he's going to be healthy the next year. He didn't win last year, the year before. And again, as Bill Simmons said, I feel better about this era if Embiid has 1 and Jokic and Giannis have 2. That's crazy to me. What kind of basketball is this?
Yeah, that's
and I also feel like, for one, people just acting like Embiid's just gonna fall off next year or some shit. Like he's still gonna be a great player next year.
He gonna play.
Injuries do happen. I get that. For the most part, if Embiid is himself next year, he will still be an MVP candidate.
Nah, he's falling off because Harden's coming to Houston this summer. So like,
oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
We can move on to the next.
I've been hearing that a lot.
When it comes to Houston, there's still gonna be a lottery team.
Real quick though, Lo, you brought up the point about Giannis.
I'm not gonna go down that road.
Will, match that energy. Will, I see.
Hey, I'm not trying to.
No way y'all talking about Harden going to Houston. Come on, let's be serious. But Lo, you brought up the point about Giannis' team when he doesn't play. if I'm not mistaken, Embiid's team when he doesn't play, what are they? They're like what 12-6 or 11-6 or something like that
this year? No, hold on.
Yeah, what's the record of Embiid's team when he doesn't play?
Yeah, you know I track all this stuff. Let's see.
Course,
we have the Bucks are 11-8 without Giannis. The 76ers are 11-5 without Embiid, and the Nuggets are 5-8 without Jokic.
I mean, we don't care about the Nuggets because that doesn't fit my agenda. But as far as Joel Embiid, though, they're 11. What do you say, 11-6? 11-5 without him. Now when the Bucks don't play without Giannis,
I still think
they're 11-8 without Giannis.
I still think by far they had significantly more defensive talent around him, and in games in which Giannis missed, like they had really big offensive games, like anomaly performances from like Drew Holiday.
I know, like they were able to beat
Brook Lopez was literally putting up 20.
They were able to beat. I know they had such good. The defensive help was great enough so they could beat the Pistons. You know, I understand that. But like
that's actually the other thing I was gonna ask. How many of those? But we don't have to like really do it. But just like take the time and like look how many of those games
came against good teams.
Good teams. How many times is Harden missing games?
I mean, I have it right here. They beat Toronto, Washington, Brooklyn, Orlando.
Who's this?
This is Embiid.
Okay.
Toronto, Washington, Orlando twice. Brooklyn. I don't know if this is before the trade or I think this is before. This is November. Detroit, Sacramento. Detroit, Sacramento, Miami, Atlanta, and Brooklyn again. They stomped Brooklyn, but that was recent. So I mean, not the greatest competition that they beat here, but I think that also applies to Giannis as well. Like they didn't play great teams, if I'm not. I think the best team they faced was the Warriors. Remember that one game where Drew and Steph went like back and forth. That was the only game I think.
But the Warriors is like
the Bucks without Giannis.
Yeah, the Warriors are like a barely above 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the best team.
Gifted, you muted. So if you're trying to defend your Warriors, never mind.
I don't know what there is for me to defend. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to defend. But I remember somebody added that. Oh, they beat the Bucks like at home. Like that, not credible defense. I'm like, they didn't have Giannis. That's pretty important.
That was the game Steph scored.
That was a good game. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good game.
It was a good game.
And Steph took over that game. It was actually a bad Warrior game.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the best player on the court on the other side, I'm sure the Steph's gonna look real great.
No, I mean like it wasn't a good Warrior game. It legit took like a Steph last.
Right. I mean, that's usually how y'all's games go for the most part.
He had 50 versus the Clippers, right?
And lost.
And they lost.
That was a good game too. We lost that one though.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 250.
Oh man.
All right. Let's move on to all NBA teams. So this is going to be a lot of fun because this is going to be very controversial.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Gifted. Bring the energy. Who are your all NBA teams this year?
All righty. For me, this was a difficult list to compose. I evaluated level of play, games played, and winning. Those are my three criteria. For my first team, I have Steph and Luka as my first team guards. Then I have Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic. For my second team, I have
Wait. You had Jokic at 5?
Yeah.
Who you vote? Oh, you voted for Jokic for MVP.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have Shea and Donovan Mitchell as my two guards for the second team. I have Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, and Joel Embiid for my second team. And then for my third team, I have De'Aaron Fox and James Harden. And I have LeBron, Lauri Markkanen, and Sabonis.
Oh my
God. You don't have Dame?
Bro.
You don't have Dame on your list at all?
Dame did not make my list.
Bro, you have a backbone.
I have a backbone.
You put LeBron in there. Oh my God. Jesus. How you
say 55 games?
LeBron is in your All-NBA first team?
55 is enough.
No,
he's third.
Oh.
55
he made an All-NBA team when he played 45 games. Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Steph Curry made All-NBA team with 50 games.
Bro,
86. Stop lying.
And technically Steph, not Steph.
Any of y'all have KD? Any of y'all have KD?
For 50, 49.
KD played 47 games. He almost qualified for it.
If KD played enough games and minutes to qualify for 50, 40, 90, then I think he should qualify for All-NBA.
And so you don't have a backbone either. Say less. What team you had him in? What team? Go ahead and say it.
Don't worry about what team I have him in.
No, go ahead, go Mustard. Let's hear your list. Let's hear your non-backbone list.
Hey, real quick before Mustard goes, I just want to say
80 a forward. Zion on the list. Fuck.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Low nasty. I just want to say shout out to the Boston Celtics fans because that's right. Jaylen Brown is all NBA, so that 5-year 287. We gonna see.
Y'all got Jaylen Brown and y'all all NBAs.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean,
hell yeah,
bro. 67 games played for Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown's the guard or 2 or 3.
No, he's a forward.
Forward.
Well, where you put him at, Mustard? I want to hear your non-backbone.
I don't know. I don't even want to go yet. I want you to go, nigga.
Zion.
I don't want to go yet. He not done with his list.
Zion, second team.
Whole time he ain't done.
Will, why you being all quiet, Will?
I'm waiting for my turn to give it my list that Lowe's gonna hate on.
I'm waiting here, Tari Eason.
It's nasty.
I would
love to put Tari Eason on my list.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm surprised that Gifted didn't have Dame on his list. So I have for my first team, I have Luka, SGA, Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic. I know y'all gonna get at me because I said Embiid for MVP and then have Jokic on first team. Second team, I got Dame.
Yeah, well, explain that.
How do you have Jokic first team and not Embiid?
I said, I don't have a clear cut choice over Embiid or Jokic at all. Like I was kind of peer pressured into picking Embiid, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Peer
pressure, so the media got to
crazy.
Okay,
I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
that's a no backbone.
It is no backbone.
That's a no backbone.
Who's your MVP then? No
my MVP choice was more so like my prediction. I think Embiid's going to get the award.
Who do you think?
No peer pressure. No peer pressure.
Yeah.
So all right. So
have a backbone.
For the first like 2/3 of the season, I had Jokic all the way, and then that last third of the season, it started getting really close with me and Embiid. So I mean, if we're going off totality of the season, I guess it has to go to that's why I have Jokic above Embiid on my first team. So I guess I will go Jokic, but like I said, I think that the media is. I mean, like you said, it like 22 as first team votes have already went to Embiid. I think they're going to give him the award. So that's why I said Embiid.
So I'm the only one. So I'm the only
Derrick
one.
Rose MVP award.
You are the only one with Embiid. Yeah, you are the only one with Embiid.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So Luka, SGA, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic, first team. Dame, Steph, Bron, KD. You don't like that pick?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Kevin Durant second. Oh, Hezzy tween bang. Okay. I like that. Will.
Wait,
Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Of KPJ.
Crazy, I can't lie.
You said what?
Second team for KD is kind of.
Yeah, that's 47 games, bro.
Yeah, that's not a lot, bro.
I can't wait for the Zion pick on the third team.
He had a top 5.
Bro, Low gotta relax. That man played 29 games, bro.
I mean, why are we stopping? He 47 was enough for him. Might as well go to 29.
That's at least over half the season.
I'm sorry, man. I'm interested to see who you got as your forwards. If Katie is real quick, do y'all have Katie on y'all's list at all? Like,
no, I don't.
I took him.
Katie didn't make the
Katie qualified for 50, 49. He's gonna qualify for all NBA.
And Julius Randle played 77 games.
Julius Randle.
Oh wait, go ahead. Wait, finish.
Embiid was
a shameless list right there. You putting KD and Steph together in the same.
I'm sorry, they had the peaks. I had to do it. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, and Sabonis are my.
Slow down a little
Wait, say it again. Yeah,
my fault. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, and Domantas Sabonis. That's my third.
Julius Randle in the second team.
That's his third.
You have Ja in there?
No. I think that
Why?
De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell. No. I think they have better seasons than him.
Does she know?
Does she know? That's funny.
Hell, he's not. Come on, he's not. He wasn't a top 6 guard this year. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves. I got D-Mitch, Shea, Giannis, Tatum, Jokic. I have a backbone. You got to play games. Like, let's keep it a beam. I have Luka, Steph. I have Jimmy. I put Jimmy in my second.
Okay.
The next one after that, which people are gonna not like as much. Oh no, I'm sorry. Jimmy, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid.
Second team?
Joel Embiid, yeah. The forwards were weak because
it was
not enough games were being played. Essentially, not enough games were being played.
Okay, I respect that.
And then finally, I have Dame, Jalen Brunson, I was going back and forth between him and Fox. To be fair, I go back and forth between him.
Brunson's okay. All right.
Sheesh.
Randall, Triple J,
That's nasty.
and Sabonis.
That was nasty 3. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, Mr. Lowe. So I have a question.
Yes,
Do you think Shai Gilgeous has had a better season than Luka, in your opinion?
Yeah.
I think so. Those are interchangeable to me, but I do think Shai's had a slightly better season, especially towards the tail end. Amount of games that Luka missed, if I'm not mistaken, was kind of nasty towards the tail end. Defensively, Luka was not it for me. I just think that Shai made the most out of an opportunity and Luka didn't.
Okay. I think that's an interesting conversation. For me personally, I think Luka has been better. I think that's a hard one because Shai's team is technically 1 win ahead of Luka's, and Luka didn't make the playoffs. So for me, because I feel like overall Luka's been better, I would put him first team. But Shai has had a hell of a season because, again, people had OKC as like a low bottom feeder.
Yeah.
So
who was your first team guards, Low? It was Steph and SGA?
No. It was SGA and Donovan Mitchell. You gotta play games, man. Come on, what we doing, man? you gotta play games, man. You gotta play games.
Nasty,
and I put I guess the one because I had a back and forth with NMZ and Ash about this. Triple J to me, I've said this on Twitter and people think I'm joking. I think Triple J was actually the best and most valuable player on that Memphis Grizzlies team this year. Like that team built their identity defensively. That team.
I don't think that's a hot
towards
take.
the end of the season, he was playing even better offensively.
Yeah,
too.
and then Ja went out. He played better offensively. Creation was amazing.
They still kept winning too,
and he still kept winning games.
How many games did he play this year?
68.
Who?
Triple J.
Yeah.
Jaren played 68 games.
Oh, I'm just guessing. I'm spitballing. I could be wrong.
I thought he played less than that because didn't he miss the first month?
63.
Yeah,
63. He played 63 games.
And that's still good enough.
That's
That's
good.
the same.
Y'all, there's no way that y'all can be complaining with Kevin Durant and y'all all NBA. So let's
Whoa. Listen, I told you exactly what my criteria was. I went by level of play, games played, and winning. To me,
so
my
why is
cap was
LeBron?
it gotta
So
be
why
55.
is LeBron there?
Because he played 55 games and his level of play has been good.
He didn't. The winning is not on par with a lot of these other players. I would argue that the level of play isn't there either. Because for the first portion of the season, like he was not it at all. In the first 20 games of the season, he was not it at all. So he only played 50. How many ever games? 20 of which of those games
he played 55 games, and his first month was off. After he came back, he played at an extremely high level. And again, this is 13 compared to the other fours that could have been placed within his. So
who did you leave off in your forward? You had Siakam? No, right?
No, I don't think Siakam
Brown
has been better than LeBron.
You had Brown?
Yeah, I had Brown already on my team already.
But you didn't have Jimmy.
I didn't have Jimmy Butler. No.
Okay, so Siakam and Jimmy check off more boxes than LeBron does. Even if you think LeBron played better than both of them, they play more games and they won more.
I think Butler has an argument. I don't think Siakam's overall play has been on par. I think Butler's play has been pretty good. I think he's been having a pretty efficient season. So if there's any argument, I could understand the Butler play. I just think that if LeBron has played 55 games, to me, that's where I stop. If you have a good overall level of play and you're on a team that's competitive, I can give you a third team. I couldn't go KD though, because I'm sorry, bro. But if you play 47 games, I just can't do it. He's been great though.
So you don't think Curry should have won it in 2018? You don't think Curry should have got it in 2018?
Bro, oh my God, love.
Wait a minute, how many games did he play?
This is so nasty.
No.
Okay, he should not have got in. Clip it. Say less.
Let me see. Go ahead, Nana.
I'm gonna show y'all the real list.
The real list. Steph Curry number 1.
You already know, but I got Embiid. I don't care whether Giannis or Joker get it, but Tatum, Fox, and Steph. That's my first.
Wait.
What is it again?
Hold on, repeat that.
So I got Embiid. Either Jokic or Giannis can get that second spot. I don't care if one is second team or the.
But you do gotta actually name somebody.
You gotta pick somebody. You gotta have a backbone.
I'm gonna go with Giannis.
Okay.
So let's say Embiid, Giannis, Tatum, Fox, Steph.
Okay.
And then second team.
Wait a minute. Are you putting Embiid at the 5?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you?
She picked him for the MVP.
No, but at the 5, he's a 4.
Embiid?
Embiid?
Giannis.
No, you said Embiid,
you said,
bro.
You said Embiid. You said
Embiid.
No, she said Giannis, right?
No,
you said Embiid.
You put Embiid at the 5. That's what you said.
No. I did. I'm talking about her. I thought she put Giannis at the 5 on her.
No,
Embiid.
That's not what you said.
Okay.
That's not even what you.
Okay. All right.
Second team: Jokic, Brown, Butler, Mitchell, SGA.
Shout out to the Butler, love man.
Third team, I got Sabonis, Triple J, Randall, Luka.
Triple J.
Yes, Triple J.
Luka.
I understand Triple J.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah,
I can understand.
Heard that correctly.
I can get that name.
You heard that
I can
correctly.
get that name.
You heard that correctly.
Yes.
Lo, I meant to ask you, can you explain the Brunson
over Fox offense
stuff?
to be on this?
The Brunson quiet as kept. I think he was actually better than Randall this year. Randall, in my opinion, if KD or LeBron had played enough games, I actually would not have put Randall in my all NBA. I think that Brunson was the best player on a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. Second half of the season, in particular, like since the calendar year, I think he's averaging like 28, 5 and 5 or something like that on like crazy shooting splits.
Yeah.
He handled the offense.
You said over what time frame?
I think since the beginning of the calendar year.
Okay.
There was a time, I think, in either January or February where I think he was number 2 in total points scored in the entire league at a point. So he's been really good, to be honest. I can understand that pick.
Since the beginning of the calendar year, he's averaging 28, 6 and 4, 52, 45, 80 shooting splits. And so like he's also that team is built off of essentially what they do offensively. I think they're like top 3 or top 5 offensively. And like I just think he's by far the best offensive player. He handles the offense, creates for others. It was close between him and Fox. I don't really care which one, but
I respect that take.
Hey man, Fox has been having a really good season.
Good season.
No way you watch Fox play all these fourth quarters and you just toss.
Yeah, I mean that's why I got.
Yeah. It's fine.
I like the bean, baby.
Well, if it's positionless, Randall wouldn't be in there. Fox would have been in there.
A lot of these guys wouldn't be in here. If it's
Randall played 77 games. Randall gonna make a team. I'm sorry. That's a lot of games for you to play compared to everybody else.
Forward, yeah. Swiper, who you got, bro? Come on now.
You crazy?
Because Swiper looking confused.
He got the whole Nuggets team.
No, I know the Nuggets only have one All-Star on the roster. Let's see here.
But you told me he better than Shea though.
No, pop it out. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, Shea wouldn't be in the play anyway. So I got first team All NBA. I have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. This caught me by surprise. 68 games played this year. The other guard I have is Luka Doncic. 66 games played this year. I just don't think you can just realistically knock him for that. I mean, it's just 66 games still. Giannis has 63 games played this year. So he takes up that forward spot. Jason Tatum has 74 games played. Nikola Jokic has 69 games played. Second team All-NBA. Donovan Mitchell, 68 games played. De'Aaron Fox, 73 games played. Jimmy Butler, 64 games played this year. Had actually maybe his best offensive season this year as well. Jaylen Brown had 67 games played. And then I have Joel Embiid with 66 games played in the second team to close out. Third team. Caught myself by surprise. I had Ja Morant with 61 games played. It's one of my third team guards. Then I had Steph Curry with 56 games played. I had LeBron James with 55 games played.
Oh my God.
I had Lauri Markkanen with 66 games played.
I was waiting for somebody to say Lauri.
And then I had Domantas Sabonis with 79 games played. I was surprised.
I respect Lauri Markkanen. He's been really good this year, bro.
Why no Dame?
So I compared him and Ja, and I was like, you know what? Like, I know that he faded out at the end of the season for Dame. I like the way that Ja came back and the way he handled business afterward. I think he's really good. And if you look at their relative analytics and stuff as well, they're pretty similar. So I gave the edge to Ja there. I'm not gonna lie to you. The person I thought I was gonna put here is James Harden. For the last couple of months, I was assumed. I just knew.
Yeah, we saw it in the timeline. You were trying to.
Yeah, I mean, but he played well. Yeah. So listen to this. You had Devin Booker had 53 games played. James Harden had 58. Dame had 58. And Trae Young by the way, who was a borderline for me as well. He had 73 games played on 26, 3, and 10. So, I mean, arguably, he had an argument where he could have been over Morant, maybe over Steph, and also over Dame and James Harden and Booker, just on the fact he played at least
Trae over Steph. Oh my gosh, why for you?
Off of games played alone is insane.
17 games.
Had to get James Harden in there.
I think that matters in this conversation, which is why Steph is not in. If Steph would have played 65 games, 64 games, he would have been first.
He would have been the MVP.
No, not even.
Oh man,
you would have had him over Luka and SGA if he played
50, 40, 90.
He could have been over. He could have been over SGA for me if he would have played more games. Yeah.
So what? I'm kind of confused still.
The
LeBron pick.
Man, let the LeBron one go.
He played 55 games. What you want?
And he was great.
He was great. To be better than he was in the first month or two of basketball.
He made 13 for me last year. He had 56 games played.
I guess you didn't have a backbone yet last year either. Like I'm like, yo, you got to play more games, and then also while you're playing the games, be more impactful. Like LeBron, I like the games in which he did play. It wasn't that great, especially for like the first. I'm telling y'all, the first 20 games for LeBron was not it, bro. It just wasn't it. First 15 games of LeBron, it just was not it. And for him to like get it while missing games, not playing well for basically half the games in which he did play. He was not playing like an All-NBA player for the first half of the games he played. Y'all are giving him All-NBA nods because for half of the season he played like half the games he played, he was an All-NBA caliber player. That's basically what y'all doing. That's crazy.
So I guess the question is,
well, not y'all, the people who voted. Right?
Would you have put Anthony Davis second team forward if they?
Yeah, I would have put AD before I put LeBron.
I would have put AD, but I couldn't put him over Sabonis.
Yeah, if you want to put it because he's a center, then
yeah. That's the only reason why I would have put AD on there.
Yeah, me too.
Instead, probably.
The thing is, kind of
Butler has a good chance though. I think Butler's been having like a pretty good year too, so that's fair. I'm not mad at that.
Am I bugging? Is Gifted like?
He is lagging.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat. I tried to let you know in the chat, but like
I told him too. He just can't help it.
Oh man, it's tough.
All right, can y'all post your All NBA teams on?
Dog, I didn't even give my All NBA teams. Y'all just gonna skip over me like that?
Well, Mustard, you take.
Oh, go Mustard.
Go ahead.
I didn't.
Where do you want us to post it?
Oh yeah, where would we even post it?
You can put it. Just post it on. You can just post it on Twitter, like under the feed or wherever you want to put it on your. Or just go ahead.
Okay.
Mustard, who are your teams, bro? Mustard.
Nothing nasty, bro.
Oh my god, bro!
Yo, he just made his list today.
First team. No, I had a list before, but you know,
you want to get bullied,
people. Nah,
Wait. You gotta have a backbone, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a backbone. I got a backbone.
Hey, don't care what Lo talking about.
Lo's not gonna like some of these names, but it's cool, bro. I ain't worried about what that boy's saying.
Zion pick.
First team, my guards. I got Steph, and I got Luka. My forwards, I think it's pretty clear. Giannis, Tatum, Jokic. I think everybody had that. If not,
except for Nana. Nana had Embiid.
Yeah. And then second team, I have Dame and SGA. For the guards. The forwards, I got Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid. Those are the forwards. Now the third team, first guard, I got Donovan Mitchell. The second guard, I don't have De'Aaron Fox. I got Devin Booker as my second guard.
No way! Oh my
I got Devin Booker as my second guard. Not gonna
20
lie.
less games than De'Aaron Fox.
Bro, I'm sorry. No, he was not better than De'Aaron Fox. My cutoff game limit was 50. That's my cutoff. If you're
50 is the cutoff.
50 is the cutoff. 50 is the cutoff.
Hey, why stop? Keep going. Why
that's
stop?
literally like. That's
I'm not gonna lie. Now I want to see Zion.
Now,
okay, what are we talking about? Zion played 29 games and
why not have your cutoff be 25 then?
Because that's not even half the season, bro. What are we doing? KD's not on any of my teams. So
so who's the forwards?
That's my cutoff. The forwards, the first one I have Julius Randle. Second one I have Kawhi as my second forward.
What?
And then for my big, Honestly, no. You know what?
No.
Wait, who you have your
No, you can't change it.
Wait, say it again.
No, sir. Wind it back.
No, honestly, I don't know. The Kawhi one, I thought about Triple J. The only problem I have with Triple J is that it's not even that he missed some games, because I think he played enough games. And y'all know my cutoff is 50 anyway. But aside from that, even when he was having like that great stretch, it wasn't really against like great teams. Like that offensive stretch at the end of the season, it wasn't against like great enough teams.
Kawhi Leonard has played 52 games this year.
52, bro.
Hey, was that over my cutoff or no?
That is where his cutoff.
Is that over my cutoff or not?
That is his cutoff. That is his cutoff.
And by the way,
respect his cutoff.
But LeBron's a good one as well. But like Lo said, I'm shocked that y'all even have, or y'all not even factoring in how bad he started off the season. Like y'all are literally only judging like 25, 26 games. That's literally what y'all are looking at. And I'm 25 games. I'm sorry, that's just not enough.
Bill had a better year than Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, I don't know.
Man, I don't know either. I don't know
about that, because Kawhi
since
January has been a sideboard. So I don't know.
I don't know about that.
And then at the 5, I thought about Sabonis. And I have no issue with Sabonis.
What, you thought about it?
Thought about it.
Davis.
Wait, you thought about Sabonis? What you mean you thought about Sabonis?
He got Booker first team.
I'm gonna put some respect on AD's now. I'll put AD as my 5.
I thought about it, but nah.
I put AD at my 5.
Yo, what are y'all?
What's going on,
bro? What made y'all think that like 50 is not enough? Steph Curry made a third team with 51 games.
I don't think he should have made it.
If you don't think he should have made it, then that's fine. But like, I don't think anybody was complaining.
I don't like 51 games, bro.
51 games is crazy. 51 games is crazy, bro. Come on, let's keep it.
51 is crazy.
That's crazy.
So my thing is, your level of play got to be out of this world if you somehow
and that too.
51.
That is
so low. What's your cutoff?
It's not really a cutoff. If it's like somebody else is playing just significantly more games, we're comparing players who played like 15 to 20 more games to one another. Like, it's just like
somebody is playing significantly better, because AD is playing significantly better than Sabonis. Can we not say? Yes, he is. Why are we? Let's not lie to ourselves.
You don't want to have this conversation, do you?
So 19, 18, and 7 on the year is like, not just strong.
On 72 games, right?
I understand Sabonis is playing great basketball.
It's 79. It's 79 games.
He plays 79 games doing it. It's not a conversation.
That is a lot of games.
Tricking y'all with these 8-game streaks.
I was saying, like, it's. I mean, Mustard, we're talking about a 23 different game play.
Yeah, no, AD is just playing that much better.
That's a significant amount of gap from.
No, he's not playing that much better.
20. You said how many? What's the total?
20. It's 23 more games. It's literally a fourth. I'm gonna say it's literally a fourth, more than a fourth of the season.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to give that to. That's about the 80. I just think
you don't even believe yourself, bro.
You don't even believe that shit.
What you mean I don't believe it? I'm telling you, I believe it.
Why are you smiling then?
Okay, bro.
I can't wait to see your all defensive teams in. I can't wait for your all defensive nor DPOY.
I mean,
all defensive.
There's a lot of great defenders. You can put
all defensive was fun
over AD.
Yeah.
You serious about
Booker? Well, let's do this.
Wait, who would he put second team?
Booker.
Yeah, Booker's
I thought it was third team for Booker.
Oh, and D-Book. D-Book's been playing great.
Wait, D-Book was second or third, Mustard?
He was third.
Yeah, it was third.
No, he wasn't second team. Come on now. That's not, no.
So you left off Brunson and Fox.
Brunson, no. Brunson, yes. Fox, I think you could swap him out with D-Book. I have no problem with that because he's been playing great, especially in the fourth quarter. He's the most clutch player in the league. Actually, you know what?
So you left him out. Nah. You left him out. You left him out.
I left out Fox. Honestly, I don't have an issue with Fox. You could put Fox on third. I could swap him out with D-Book.
No backbone. Can't even stand on the crazy takes he has.
No, fuck it.
You changing up your shit every second you talk, bro.
I'm gonna stand on that shit, dog. I'm gonna stand on that shit.
Okay.
Stand on it, man. Hey, man.
Hey, so who out of everybody up here, who you think has the best All NBA teams?
Definitely.
By the way, next year, I'm just gonna say next year, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see what players qualify for these All NBA. It's gonna be looking.
This 65 game stuff, yeah.
Like if he threw this thing in there, even Giannis wouldn't qualify for All NBA.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Mikal Bridges is gonna make All NBA team next year.
Maybe.
They'll just play more games, though. They're just gonna play more games.
You think players would actually play more games
They like
All-NBA?
They literally.
They won't play more.
I would just do a Mikal Bridges did at the end of the season.
They're not going to play more games.
I disagree.
I mean, I won't lie. I would just do what Mikal did at the end of the season. Check in, touch a dude.
I'm about
foul,
to say,
get out.
The Bucks have done this with Drew Holiday for I think 2 seasons
to get
now,
his
where
money.
He's just checked in, fouled, and checked right out. I mean, the Bucks will definitely do that with Giannis if he's at 64 games, without a doubt, not even close.
But Giannis, you would have to play enough to where you can do that, right?
Yeah, if Giannis, he was at 63 this year. In the last couple of games, they definitely would have had Giannis check in, foul, and move out.
Okay,
without a doubt.
It's kind of weird though, because
that'd be so crazy. Oh my god!
I was listening to Zach Lowe the other day, and he said that if you're close enough to the 65, you can file a petition to like explain why those games are missed and get it like excuse for all NBA.
Oh wow, I didn't
kind of
know
weird.
That was something they was doing.
I really thought that the 65 game rule was only for like MVP and like.
No, I think it's for all.
And that's for all the awards.
For all NBA as well.
Is Steph Curry ever going to make a All NBA then at that rate?
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ!
Okay,
Sniper is such a troll, bro.
It's really right. the real question should be Embiid.
No, y'all talking about. And Embiid's a good one, but KD too. It looked like he.
LeBron Durant not win MVP this year because
LeBron's done with all NBAs after this.
Stacking them up now.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is cooked.
Yeah, Anthony Davis is cooked. Also. Kawhi is.
Right. Oh no, Kawhi cooked. Yeah,
Kawhi doesn't even care about all of like, he's gonna keep load managing.
Yeah, Steph Curry does not load manage. He gets hurt.
All right, let's
make it.
I don't know.
Let's move to your DPOY picks. Who did you pick for DPOY?
Are we giving like top 3 or just the pick itself?
Your top 3 candidates.
Okay.
I can go first then.
Go ahead, go.
Yeah, please.
I have Triple J as my winner for this award. The way I wouldn't say carry, but the way he uplifted that defense. They were like bottom 10 defense before he came back from his injury to start off the year.
You mean Ja Morant's not a two-way player?
We know he's not. Triple J, top 5 switch big in the league, top 5 rim protector in the league. Of course, the foul troubles can be a bit of a nuisance sometime, but he be doing his thing, and I think he's not clear, but I think he's a good pick for this award. At number 2, I'm gonna go Brook Lopez, the best drop big in the league. Once you step inside the arc, he's sending that to the front row. I think that's pretty self-explanatory as well. And by the way, shout out to Lopez because he's having some of his best years over the last couple seasons with the Bucks. He's just like rejuvenated his career. So shout out to Brook Lopez. And at my 3rd spot, I'm gonna go with Evan Mobley.
He might win.
I think he's been great this year. What'd you say?
He might win too.
Yeah, he might. I thought that Triple J now is in the lead with the thing.
He could be.
Was that because people were like, I was seeing people super mad that Evan Mobley was getting D-Boy votes as if he's not D-Boy caliber this year. But regardless, he's been great, even in the minutes without Jared Allen. That's how a lot of people are not watching because I keep hearing people still say to this day he's a Jared Allen merchant. I'm like, dog, watch the games. Look at like some of these lineups. They're going out there with Lamar Stevens, Cedi Osman. Obviously, D. Mitch and Darius Garland are not great defenders on the POA. I think it's clear Evan Mobley's a D-Boy candidate. I'm gonna put him at number 3.
All right. Let's see here. Gifted.
Okay, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was a very hard pick for me. JJJ with the foul trouble stuff kind of irks me. Him not being present for the start of the season kind of irks me. But I can't deny his impact when he's on the floor, man. He's been one of the best defenders in the league, and I made a careful attention to go back and watch some more of his games. Like, his block rate is absolutely ridiculous. I think the only thing that's holding him back to be like really, really great on that end is just having the foul discipline. But his impact in terms of when he's on the court for the Memphis Grizzlies speaks for itself. So for me, I got JJJ. My initial pick for this award was Brook Lopez. I think he's been absolutely outstanding this season. And again, for a player like him to like completely rework his entire game this late into his career get hurt off of a back injury, come back and be this dominant defensively. Absolutely outstanding play for him. And my third pick is also Evan Mobley. I think Mobley has just been lengthy and he's been a menace. And the fact that he's so young into his career and he's already at this level is really scary considering what he can be in the future. I can already imagine him in Houston. That would be phenomenal. But those are my top three.
Man, I didn't sign up for this.
All right,
hey man, I know you mad y'all didn't draft Evan Mobley, but come on, man.
I'm not mad at all, man. Not mad at all. My list is, I think, the exact same as Mustard, because you had Mobley third, right, Mustard?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, mine's the exact same. I got JJJ number one. I think that, like, you know, half of what Memphis' identity comes from Jaren Jackson Jr., his ability to block shots, weak side rim protection, just what he brings to the table in that front. Matter of fact, I think he's actually going to be the biggest X factor in this Lakers Grizzlies series. Like, I think if he has a good series, the Grizzlies have a good chance to win the series. If he, you know, doesn't, then I think it's going to go to the Lakers. So yeah, I got him as one of the depoy. He's my number one. Number two was Brook Lopez, and like I think Mustard said it, it's kind of crazy if you look at the player Brook Lopez was when he came into the league and the player he is today. It's completely different. He's improved his ability to space the floor. He's transitioned his game to where he's a legitimate depoy candidate. Like I don't even think the Bucks knew he was going to be this good when they signed him. Right? I think it was what 2019.
I know low wish the Lakers knew.
Yeah, I think it was 2019 that off season. But yeah, when I don't even think the Bucks knew he was going to be like transform his game.
Yeah.
To the level he's transformed it to. So huge shout out to him. And then I don't like it, but I have to put Evan Mobley number 3 here. Like it's just this ability, like you said. I think it was, I forgot which one y'all said it, but either was it you, Gift, or somebody watching the games? I was somebody who last season thought that like his ability or his defensive numbers were kind of carried by Jared Allen. I don't think that's the case this year, which is kind of unfortunate if you're a Rockets fan like me. But yeah, like when you talk about what he brings to the table as far as rim protection, he's a great switch defender. And the scary part is the guy is only going to get better from here. And like we're talking about depoy, but his offensive game was taking some jumps this year. So, if he continues to go down this path, we might have some conversation in a couple of years. But yeah, I got him 3.
Hey, y'all missed out, huh?
How much better would the Rockets be?
Y'all didn't miss out?
No, we didn't. I'd rather have Devin Booker than Rudy Gobert.
Oh, come on, man. Oh man, that's nasty. That's nasty. Y'all could have had Mobley and Jaden Ivey. Y'all settled for KPJ.
That's crazy because neither one of them are that. You'd be lucky if Jalen. Never mind. Let me chill out.
Respect Devin Booker with athleticism, man. Respect Devin Booker.
Oh my god,
man. No. Who's your DPOY list?
Wait, who?
No.
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah.
Right. Me, I got Triple J as number 1. I actually have Mobley as 2 and Lopez as 3 because Lopez is not even the best defender on his team. So I don't even know.
This year, do you know? Did she know?
He's not the best defender on his team.
This year, he's not. He hasn't been the best defender on that team.
Oh, I think it's been Drew actually.
Drew?
I don't think it's been Giannis.
A POA is better than him. Let's be serious, dog.
They thought Giannis was coming.
But
I don't think it's
but y'all see how JJJ has carried Memphis team defensively, even when Jaw's out and they miss guys and stuff. I mean, he's really been an X factor.
Yeah, he has Dylan Brooks next to him.
He's been an X factor, so I'll go with him.
Man, does she know? She doesn't know.
My list is actually the same. I got Triple J, Evan Mobley, and then Brook Lopez. Everything y'all said in that order, yeah. Everything y'all said was on point with Triple J. I guess the number that I think everybody may want to know about is when defending the rim, opposing teams are shooting 46.9% at the basket when Triple J is
insanity,
defending.
Bro. Yeah,
that's insane.
And for those who don't know, the next closest, even if I lower the defended attempts down to 4, the next closest one, ironically, is Brook Lopez at 50%, which is like a 3% difference. And after that is Draymond at like 51%.
You said 40.
Shout out to Dre.
47, basically 47% for Triple J, Brook Lopez is at 50%. A 3% difference.
That's like 47% from the field, basically, when you're attempting shots like Klay Thompson.
Have we talked about how crazy that 2018 draft class like is going to be when it's all said and done?
Yeah,
that class is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, I didn't know that many.
Yeah, that class is
SGA, Luka, Trae, JJJ,
all of
them.
I
think Garland was in that class too.
No, Garland was in the
2019, but Mikal Bridges was in that class.
Yeah,
I think Sexton.
I think we're both of the Bridges. We're both of the was Miles Bridges.
Miles was in
that
that
class.
Yeah.
Miles was in that class.
Yeah, that was a stat.
MPJ.
Robert Williams was in that class, I think.
MPJ was why?
And I think
it was Trae Young,
Bobo,
Jalen Brunson.
Oh yeah, Kevin Herter.
Brunson was in 2018 too.
Vanderbilt, Kevin Herter.
Like some of the worst players are like Dante.
Well, yeah, Wendell Carter.
Ironically, Dante's
in there. You had Dante DiVincenzo, Anthony Simon, Josh
Jared Vanderbilt too.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen was a letdown. Anthony Simons. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's looking like one of them deepest.
My DPOY, same thing y'all had. Jaren Jackson Jr., Brook Lopez, and Evan Mobley. So we can move on from that one because everybody kind of had a consensus there. I'm actually really curious about this. I'm going to jump to this one. I want to know, who do y'all have with everything that's happened for Rookie of the Year?
I think everybody ODing the J-Dub stuff. It's not really.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to J-Dub though, but it's y'all all doing it.
I'll say shout out him, but it's just a bunch of OKC fans trying to get their guy in the conversation. Paulo Banchero's award to lose.
It's Paulo, yeah.
Shout
out to J-Dub. That ass though.
Why y'all acting like J-Dub hasn't been having like
no.
He's nice. No, he's
the last 20 games amazing. I know. Shout out to
him. If only Jabari was in that convo, right, Will?
Lord have mercy. I knew man. I didn't sign up to come on here and get slandered in this.
So everybody's picking Paulo?
Yeah, I got Paulo.
Yeah, so
I
got Paulo.
He wrapped up early.
I think for like the entire year, he's been consistently at that level.
You are a Bulls fan.
Would it be Jabari at third? I'm just asking for real.
Didn't we beat y'all this year?
Bro, I can't.
Oh my god.
Man, brother.
Didn't we beat y'all this shit?
I think Walker Kessler.
Bro, I'm just asking a question.
I got Walker Kessler third, Swipe.
I mean, y'all picking three,
and then after that, Keegan Murray as well.
I remember KPJ sliding Vucevic on the court, man, but I don't know.
I don't remember us picking a 3-and-D guy number 3 overall.
Man,
I'm not gonna lie. Walker Kessler.
I do remember y'all trading Wendell Carter Jr., Franz Wagner, and what was that other thing y'all gave up? Another pick this year.
Man, y'all did do that.
I don't even know.
Y'all did do that.
I'm just.
I remember y'all doing that.
I'm just a Levine guy.
I'm just a Levine guy. Is nasty, by the way.
He's gonna be a good New York Knicks next season.
Oh Lord!
All right, so we got
it's all Paulo. It's all Paulo.
Paulo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. All right, for this one, I'm actually just curious about this one too because everybody's gonna have different answers probably. Who is your sixth man of the year this year?
Oh, I got a good name for you.
Brogdon.
Hey, if we really being serious, the most impactful six man.
Wait,
you about to start chatting, boy.
Here, hold on.
I know who it is.
You Patrick Beverly?
Let's
defensive anchor Alex Caruso, bro.
Caruso, that's what I'm gonna say.
You know who's the most impactful six man? Come on, but he hasn't even played enough games off the bench to qualify. So no.
Give me Emmanuel quickly, man.
I got Emmanuel quickly too.
He's a such better defender than I thought he was going to be. Man.
Nah, he played defense on that end for sure. Yeah.
Is Jordan Poole a top 5 6 man of the year this year?
Stop.
Yes.
Jordan Poole.
He switched.
Okay, wait.
He's averaging 21. Come on.
I like Bobby too. On
what efficiency? On Jalen Green efficiency?
Jesus
my gosh, man!
Oh my goodness! Another one.
Golly.
I got Bobby. I got Bobby.
Brogdon,
and then quickly. So I don't know if Jalen.
Bobby Brogdon quickly.
Wait, you're picking Bobby?
I don't know if Poole is. He's not top 3. I mean,
I think Kyle would have been in this conversation if he didn't get hurt.
Wait, what's the argument for Bobby? I want to know why you pick.
I just think that Bobby, especially kind of handling those minutes where like they missed from PJ Tucker trying to find a power forward. They're still trying to figure out that spot. Bobby kind of stepped in, played pivotal minutes in those regards. He had a stretch where I think he was average. I just recorded this last night. He had a stretch where he was averaging like 20 and 10 on like 50-40 splits or something like that for a good portion of the season. Great energy, slightly improved defender. I'm just more leaning towards that side. And they built their identity off of like rebounding, and he's been a part of that as well.
Are you saying like slightly improved from like what he was like far in the past, or like from last year?
I think even from last year, he slightly improved defender.
I mean, he's also like a double, right?
But I will say
not anymore. I think his rebounding slits.
Okay.
But to be fair to quickly,
he is a really good offensive rebounder, though. Very good.
And to be fair to quickly, NMZ and Ash put me on last night. I wasn't too aware of what quickly, and looking at him, and then Will just highlight his defense as well. Like
since All-Star break, he's averaging like 23, 24 points.
He dropped 40 on it's the Rockets, but I watched that dude drop 40 on us.
Yeah, everybody drops 40 on y'all.
Zach LaVine didn't.
Yeah, didn't
Zach LaVine just dropped 39 in the game that Jalen Green not gonna see for a very long time.
We'll be there next year.
Next year?
We'll be there next year.
Believe that you
don't
believe that
next year. We'll be there next year. Hey, y'all gave us Nick Nurse last night. We'll be there next year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, be ready for Jabari Smith 44 minutes a game, by the way.
I'm ready for it. He's going, bro. Nick Nurse and Jabari Smith. Come on, man.
Hey, but Lo, I was also gonna say Bobby Portis offensively though to start off the year, he was kind of. I mean, his offensive rebounding was key, but he was kind of slow to start off the year.
He was.
That factors in.
He was. And it was for me. It was between him and Brogdon. And to be fair, Brogdon. I mean, like we all knew like in the beginning of the season, like what that team would look like from a ball handling perspective. Like we knew they need a ball handler. But you don't really realize it until like it's there. And my God, like him coming off the bench is like it's such a it's such a noticeable difference.
Bro, there are games where it's like he should probably close over Marcus Smart.
Yes,
I want to ask. That's true. That's very true. Yes. This year, there's a very good argument between him and Marcus Smart. But I want to ask. My pick was Brogdon as well because I know how this award goes. Yeah, but like I think we can all agree the most impactful guy to come off the bench this year though is Caruso, right?
All right, so Swiper, what we got?
Let's be serious.
Are we all defense now, Swiper?
Y'all some lames, bro.
Oh no, he was all defense for me. No, Caruso is all defense.
Oh yeah.
Of course. The best defensive guard in the league.
Before we get to all defense,
Jesus
let's
Christ.
do
serious. Stop.
Before we do all defense, let's get the coach of the year this year. Everybody can.
I think that should be unanimous.
He already won, Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike
Brown.
He won the
Player
Association.
Coach Association one, but
well,
I think it's unanimous.
But
he should be like a clear unanimous win.
I think Mark Daignault deserves some love. I think he should be second.
Oh no, Mark's been phenomenal too, though. Yeah, they have no center, but they compete on defense every single night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're getting close to the first round if they make it. All right, so everybody got Mike Brown.
Just like the Denver Nuggets, if they trade for Damian Lillard, that's a nasty defense. Zach S. Hold on.
All right, Lo, but what about Darvin Ham?
So Swiper, what were you saying?
Better coach than Billy Donovan, by the way. But all right,
not a low bar.
So let's do all defense team. This will be the last thing that we wrap it up. I don't know if y'all want to do executive of the year. We all know who the executive of the year this year is anyway. But all defense. Who do y'all have? First team, second team.
Probably Drew Holiday, Marcus Smart, JJJ, Bam, and Brooke Lopez.
Bam?
She squeezed Bam in the forward.
Yeah, that's cute. I have Drew Holiday, Caruso, JJJ, Brooke Lopez, and Jimmy Butler as my first team.
Wait.
What were your two forwards?
He said Butler. He said Butler and Triple J.
I'm confused. Didn't you have Mobley as in your top 3 D-boy gifted?
He's in there.
Oh, he's on your defensive team?
But why wouldn't he be number one? Why wouldn't he be the first team?
I didn't say his name.
What? No, you said Jimmy.
You said Jimmy. You said Jimmy Butler.
Oh no, no. Butler is on my second team. I'm sorry. Mobley's in there instead. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go Caruso.
Who? Caruso?
We'll go Caruso on the first team because
he's been really good on defense, man.
Yeah, best defensive guard in the league. He's playing up a position really every single game, damn near. Drew Holiday as a second guard. Evan Mobley, Triple J, Brooke Lopez.
Who's your second team?
Two guards. I'm gonna go Derek White and Marcus Smart. My second one, like the forwards, I'm gonna go Giannis, Draymond, Jimmy, and Bam. Honestly, either or, I really don't care.
You got to get a 5.
You said Bam.
You said Jimmy.
Yeah.
He said Jimmy or Bam. It's like no.
Okay, so
Bam.
Bam would be the there then.
Bam. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Bam
tough.
center. Is this because Jared Allen didn't play more games?
I don't think Jared Allen was as good as Bam this year defensively.
Bam wasn't. He just had.
Bam fell off like in the Bam fell off like what the last month or so of the season. But I don't think. I think what he was doing earlier on, because the Heat just don't have good NBA players on that team. So I don't think what Bam was doing earlier on, I can't just negate that. Carrying that like that team full of undrafted players and second round picks, like I'm not gonna kill him too much for that.
Damn. Oh, he the only one who gave his second team.
Oh yeah. I have Derek White's OG and Anunoby as my backcourt, McDaniels, Mobley, and Claxton.
Well, OG is
Wait, say it again.
I have OG and Anunoby, Derek White, McDaniels, Claxton, and Jimmy Butler.
Bro, he just throwing names in that thing. Boy.
Did you have Mobley at all?
OG a 3? OG is a 3.
Yeah, Mobley in his first
OG,
team.
he played a little bit of guard
OG
this year.
has played 50% of his minutes at shooting guard, though.
OG is a great pick.
Man, he's a 3, bro. Let's be
He
serious.
played 50% of his minutes at shooting guard. What you want me to do?
I guess. I mean,
hey, listen, I wanted to put McDaniels first team because I really think he's had that type of impact, but it's just tough. It's just tough to me. And also, big shout out to Claxton because he's been really good this year, and he's played a lot of games too.
Facts. Who else gave their first team? We supposed to get a second.
I think
Was
that's
it
it.
not?
Did everybody get their first
Oh
already?
no, yeah, no, they didn't give a second.
Yeah,
team.
Will.
Okay, because I didn't do a second team, but okay, I had first team was Drew, Caruso, JJJ, Mobley, and Brook Lopez. I'm gonna go with OG Anunoby, Derek White. Because this is where it gets difficult. Dang. I'm gonna go Nick Claxton for my 5 here. I'm gonna go. Man, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I'll say Giannis, and then are we gonna count Bam as a forward?
No.
Okay, so I won't count Bam as a forward.
Hey man, you do it because I've got somebody who they're not supposed to be where they at anyway. So
all right, I'll go Bam.
I'll go Bam. I do.
All right. Well, my first team is Drew Holiday, Christian Brown. Alex Caruso, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh my God!
There you go.
He got
Evan
you.
Mobley, Brook Lopez, and then I got Derek White, Marcus Smart, Jaden McDaniels, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nick Claxton.
Dan's been really good. I'm not even mad at you for that.
I
couldn't. By the way, shout out to Claxton. People really forgot about him.
Yeah,
he was
he's
a
nice.
boy candidate.
Bro, he played like 72 games, killing on like blocks, steals, and all that for sure.
Drew Caruso, Triple J, Evan Mobley, Brook Lopez, which I think more or less is where everybody except for Swiper. He put Braun in there. You put Christian, right? Alex
Caruso.
This is the name that I put where he probably doesn't belong, but I'm still gonna squeeze him in there. Dylan Brooks. At a guard, yeah. Smart, terrorist. Marcus Smart, Jaden, Giannis, and I stuck with Bam. Nick Claxton played great, but I stuck with Bam.
I'm not gonna lie, Lo. I had Brooks initially, but then as soon as I found out that OG played half his minutes as shooting guard, I took him out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just view OG as a forward.
He's
anyway,
He's a forward, bro. Nick Nurse is he doesn't know what he's doing, bro.
He's a terrorist.
Not gonna play center.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, well, when Siakam was playing center, he didn't have no other choice. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they did.
That's true. They had literally no big on the roster.
Chris Boucher, Precious Chichua, one of those guys.
Oh, Precious.
Chris Boucher.
Precious, yeah. Precious at the 5. That would have really fixed it. Did Nana give her second?
No.
No.
My list is almost identical to Gifted for second, except I am moving Jaden McDaniels. You did say Jaden McDaniels in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I got OG, Derek White, Jaden McDaniels, Brook Lopez, and Nick Claxton.
Wait, Lopez was on your first team?
Claxton is.
Wait, you can't put two centers though.
That's what she just did though.
Wait.
I thought Lopez was on your first team.
Was he not? No, my list.
We can put two centers.
No,
I had to throw Bam on there. I'm sorry.
You can.
If that's the case, then shit, I'm gonna take Draymond out and put Claxton. The hell?
True. Shout out to Draymond. Draymond definitely picked it up. But
you think Draymond's better than Jaden this year?
I don't think though. I actually think from start to finish. Quiet as kept. I would like honest truth here. I was watching Minnesota Timberwolves games early in the season to laugh at Karl Anthony Towns, and I was like, yo man, McDaniels is like low key.
Now Jaden like that on defense. Yeah,
and he's getting better offensively too.
I'm gonna keep it a swipe up. Draymond Green does not play elite defense throughout the whole game.
He does not.
He does not. Like the last 5 minutes,
he picks his spots. He picks.
In the
fourth quarter, he
really leads shooters and overhelps way too much. So we're talking like the last 5 minutes, he's locked in the game.
Yes,
he picks his spot, but in the playoffs, we know he's going to take that back to the best defender.
I don't think his back can handle it. He got a wrist injury, a back injury.
Jesus.
There's no way.
No pause. Have some backbone.
Saying his back can't handle the D is crazy, bro.
I mean, can he?
Pause. Yo.
All right. What's the next conversation, Swiper?
No, I mean, really, we just got, that's it. But it's just if y'all wanted to actually say executive of the year, I think it's Calvin Booth. Some of y'all might say it's that dude in LA because he made a desperate trade for Russell Westbrook and got rid of some whatever and got,
wow.
But, I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. That's what a hater. What a hater you are, my brother.
Man, he never going to see his team win a ring.
17, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, for like what he had to get that many pieces is actually crazy.
Why? Because the Utah Jazz wanted to help the LA.
He got some pretty unplayable pieces.
He got some like they had no assets, and he managed to turn Russ into an asset.
I think that's more them.
He got some unplayable assets, yo.
Yeah,
I might be a hater, but I do not want to give Pelinka credit for that because I'm like Vanderbilt for that low.
Yeah, I'm not giving him that much credit either.
I don't know, man. The Jazz just
is it not? Because like is not Brunson not like one of the best pickups?
He is one of the best pickups.
So thank his father then.
Okay.
Yeah, they tampered for that though. So
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess.
I just feel like y'all forgetting they had to move out the draft. They traded away their draft pick.
Yeah, like they made a lot of moves to click. Because the reason why people didn't think it was going to happen is because they didn't have the cap space, and they made the
and they made moves last minute to make.
And people, y'all forgetting, people criticize them for that signing.
Thank you. We have like this revisionist history with that whole Brunson thing because like
that was so dumb in the moment though. I don't know why they thought that was a bad contract. I never thought it was a bad contract.
No, there's no way you thought that paying Jalen Brunson $27 million.
They were paying him for 3 games that he did against the shitty Jazz POA defense. That's
you thought that $27 million for Brunson, who started last year coming off the bench and was forced into a starter because Tim Hardaway Jr. got hurt when he hurt his foot.
Well, based on the cap going up and the contract that
that's not even why he got paid. He got paid for 3 games against cooking Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. Like people did not.
Wait, I'm confused. So y'all really thought that was a bad contract? I never thought that was a bad contract. I thought he would play really well.
I didn't think that was a good contract. I didn't think it was like as horrible as some people were making it out to seem. Because if you check the market value, it wasn't that far off.
Yes, that's my point. No. Jaylen Brown gets paid 28 this year. Triple J gets a really paid bad 28
contract for Jaylen Brown. That's a bad contract for Jaylen Brown.
Like Triple J gets paid $28 million.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Jalen Brunson's 27 is just $3 million off from Tatum at 30. What are we talking about?
No. I mean, so listen. I never thought his contract was bad because it was not. His contract goes down in value each year of the contract. It's front loaded, and he still plays at a high value at that position. I didn't really think that was a bad deal for him to make.
Come on, Gifted. Nobody not think. Bro. All right, let's say. All right, I'm gonna go to his last guaranteed season, which is 24 mil, right?
Yeah,
24 mil.
Yeah.
Wiggins makes $2 more million in that, in the same season. Wiggins makes $2 more million in that. That's the same level of money that Mikal is making as well. That's in the same ballpark as Randall, Poole, Ayton, and Bam. That's Bam it being the highest end of that, but everybody else is like 5 million, no more, 5 million more. Bro, at that time, nobody did not think that. Come on, nobody did not think that Jalen Brunson was that good of a player.
That team really needed a point guard, and
for sure,
how Jalen Brunson can play, he would come to New York and fit in that role. And the fact that again his contract is descending in value while he's still young and has a chance to prove it, I didn't think that was a bad contract.
Okay,
I don't know.
Gifted
I don't know
was,
what else New York's going to do with the money.
Gift is in the minority.
Yeah, Gifted had a crystal ball and knew that it wasn't. But for the most part, he thought it was a bad. Everybody thought it was a bad contract. Jalen Brunson's been on record saying that he's heard all the chatter of being a bad contract.
Yeah,
and like for him to like not only just play the part of that contract, but really overachieve the contract itself. Because I don't think anybody thought he'd be a fringe All NBA player. Like nobody thought that. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, Gifted. You did not think he's gonna be a fringe. So like, come on, like I think that.
But I also didn't think Dallas should have let him go.
That is true as well.
I think Dallas.
I think he would have been better.
They should have signed him early for 4 years, 55. That's what they should have did. But
yeah,
whatever.
True.
I want to give the Grizzlies some credit. Their contracts are insane. Have y'all seen how much money JJJ is making?
It's like 25 mil a year, ain't it?
It's descending every single year, it's kind of insane.
That's why I said Triple J is in the same ballpark with him later on down the road because it keeps descending. So like, I don't know. These ascending contracts is just like I don't know why that's a norm now. Because like that should not be a norm.
I think dudes want to get their access to the most amount of money as possible ASAP. That's why probably.
Yeah, but okay, Triple J gets paid 28.9 this year.
It's fully guaranteed anyway, though, so it's not like he's getting less money.
Bruh, Triple J goes from 28 to 27, 25, and then 23 million and 26.
I mean,
that's an insane contract.
That's insane.
Yeah, I would definitely.
But it's an insane contract, bro.
But it's also more beneficial for the organization than the player, to be honest, because it gives them more flexibility down the road.
Yeah. But that's why I would give the front office credit for that. Yeah.
20, especially with the cap about to jump, man. That's crazy.
23 million and 25.
4 more years in 4 years down the road. 23, bro. Come on, bro.
For a D-boy candidate.
Yes. God,
bro. You have to also remember he got that contract.
Peak as he
he got that contract when he was not that good, Lo. He was not that good when he got that contract.
I get you on that.
Signing descending? Who's signing descending contract?
Oh no, signing descending contract like that. I mean, but that's the point. Right, I mean,
shout out to them though for signing him when they needed to because like now his contract will be way more.
Yeah. By the way, because real quick, but I want to make sure we get this in. I wanted to ask y'all as our final topic, who do y'all have coming out of the East and the West to make it to the finals this year and why?
I think Lo should go first. Lo, who you think coming out the West?
The Nuggets, man. That's a juggernaut of a team, bro. That team is amazing, man. The chemistry,
you don't even believe that,
the
man.
chemistry, continuity, 3-time MVP.
I thought Low.
Like you made a deal with Swiper?
Nah, I mean, I just look at that team and they're well rounded. In a Western Conference is wide open, a bunch of holes on every other roster.
Well, can you know?
Oh, the Phoenix Suns.
Actually, we got something cooking when the Nuggets move, then, right? You got some.
Phoenix Suns will be tough though. They'll be tough though. Phoenix is gonna be a really tough.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough.
It's gonna be tough.
No faith in your Lakers? No faith in the Lakers?
I got a question. Y'all think Clippers have a chance against the Suns? I mean, yeah.
Without Paul George
plays, Paul George.
If George can return by game 3.
They would just need to steal a game, so they can do that.
If they steal a game, yes. But
I think the Clippers have the better offensive talent as a roster.
I feel like people act like PG's just gonna come right in and like make a. He's gonna. Make
I don't think he's gonna come back for the first round at all. To me, I'm not even gonna
And it is playoff P.
Oh man.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I do have Nuggets. I do have Nuggets coming out the West. So I do have Nuggets coming out the West. That is
okay.
I do.
So who's coming out the East for you, Lo?
Bucks.
I see how you said that with uncertainty, or with certainty. Excuse me.
I'm about to say no. Let's be clear.
So you're more confident about the Bucks than the Nuggets, I assume.
Yeah, you see who's coaching Philly. You see that, right?
Okay. Hey, wait. By the way, did you see what Doc Rivers said today?
Yeah.
No,
what did he say?
He said that the Los Angeles Clippers in 2020 when they they didn't really have a chance to win. Anyway,
they didn't like each other. They didn't
have enough team chemistry, which was crazy.
I never heard that.
I mean, I do think in hindsight that team was very overrated because Like they had,
but not having a chance is insane. That's insane.
But think about it, Lo. Think about it like this: if you're playing Montrezl Harrell major minutes and Lou Williams at times together,
that's Doc's fault
most of the time. But who else were they gonna play? Joakim Noah,
literally on Doc.
That's Doc's fault, bro.
But who else were they gonna play?
Robert Covington.
Played Michael Green at the 5. Then
Rocco wasn't there at the time. Rocco was not.
You're right about that. Rocco wasn't there at that time.
Man, that's his fault, bro. That's his fault.
He didn't build that.
I'm not playing Montrezl.
Was he part of building a part of that team at one point?
They already fired him as the GM.
Sorry about that. That's not hard for me.
How do 76ers fans feel that their coach and their best player are constantly in the media complaining about things and not taking ownership?
Man, here you go, bro. Here we go.
Yeah,
now I got to be a part of what he's doing, bro.
I'm saying, bro, his anti-Embiid agenda.
But those are my.
Another article came out today from Embiid, by the way.
Yeah,
oh my god!
Yeah,
I mean, why not, man?
Bro, Swipe will be keeping up.
Keeping up with articles is crazy, bro.
This man Swipe got the post notifications on.
You're stressing yourself out too much, Swipe. Come on.
I have no stress, bro. I feel great. I'm hanging out with friends. I feel great.
Nuggets, and Bucks. Those are my 2 picks. Giannis will have a historically great finals too.
No, he will not.
You already know that.
Giannis will have a historic finals. Oh man,
don't give that away.
He will be rim running to the heavens. He will be rim running to a 40-piece every night, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, on bad
free throws a night.
Shots.
No, don't worry about it.
What do you think, Gifted?
I'm not gonna lie. The West is a toss-up. You can say whoever. The East to me is between.
Bro, who are you?
I'm sorry. You know what?
Around the
I'm
bush,
sorry, Mr. Lowe. I'm sorry, Mr. Lowe. Can I actually continue my thought? Because guess what? I'm gonna do that.
All right,
I'm gonna do that. So listen, in the East, I think for the Bucks, they have a cakewalk to the conference finals, so they're in position to make it to the finals for sure. However, I don't have them coming out. I have the Boston Celtics. I do believe that their team as a whole is just more consistent and deeper. And I don't think Chris Middleton is the Chris Middleton that helped them win a championship. And I think Chris Middleton is not really like that in the playoffs. They're not going to be able to win because their offense is still mid.
He really wasn't like that. Let me chill.
So he was that closer.
Wait, didn't you just say the Bucks going to have a cakewalk?
To the conference finals.
Yes.
Oh, Cleveland?
They will have a clip.
They're going to the conference.
They don't have to play Boston.
No, they will.
Master, your team, that Chicago Bulls, that is a cakewalk, dog. Don't you?
That's a cakewalk. That's a cakewalk, sadly. Yeah.
I mean,
in the Western Conference, I have the Warriors coming out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Of all years, this is a year where I'm a bit less confident in it. However, adding Andrew Wiggins back, seeing how the defense has been with GP2, and understanding that Andrew Wiggins just playing basketball puts players in better positions and asks less of the team. I think that they're going to be equipped to make another run to get to the finals. So I will go with the finals rematch.
Davis in the second round's Gifted.
Oh, does he know about Draymond versus AD?
Man, he doesn't know. He will figure out. He will figure out soon. And Wiggins will look like Kawhi defending.
Hey, listen. I really want to see Andrew Wiggins versus Jason Tatum part 2 in the finals again.
Oh man, that would be disgusting. Jesus.
I do want to see that.
Actually, you know what? Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that again.
I definitely want to see that. I love defense, man.
Oh man, Will, let us know how to. Will, tell us how the Houston Rockets get there.
Yeah, Will.
We're gonna be there in 2027.
Nigga prepping for
2020. Hey, give us some time. We'll be there. Coming out the West, y'all touched on. I think you could name.
No.
I'm gonna name it.
I agree with Will though.
I'm gonna name a team.
I get it.
Give me time. I'm
trying to hedge y'all picks, bro.
I'm gonna name a team, but I seem to know most names so far. At least I don't think nobody said this team. But yeah. So I think you could pick at least 2 or 3 teams to come out the West. But I'm gonna swipe. You're gonna hate me. I'm going with with the Phoenix Suns. I'm sorry. I'm
Kevin Durant, Durantula.
I don't see how. I know that
that bro trusting Josh Okogie.
Their lack of rim pressure is
Josh Green fan liking Teddy Tween and Kevin Durant. Not surprised.
Oh my God, Jokic drop coverage against the 3 best mid-range shooter of all time.
I was gonna say, I know they don't have rim pressure, but
I'm sorry.
Might be 4.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the Suns. And then coming out the East, I can't come on this show and say anybody else. I'm rooting for James Harden. Sixers are coming out the East.
I knew it.
I like it, Will.
Sixers are coming out the
I
East,
like
man.
it. I like it. Stand up. Stand
We're
up.
coming out the East, man.
You got a backbone, man.
And this is the year where he gets it done as well. We're in the championship.
And so he won the championship.
Okay.
Wow. So Tobias
like
here. Tobias here is the KD stopper in the finals. Say less.
That man trusting Chris Paul and James Harden to get to the
I can't wait. I can't wait to see his all-ball defense in the finals.
We need a Chris Paul, James Harden finals, man. It's going to happen.
You know how many shots?
That's going to happen when we go.
That Devin Booker versus Tyreek Maxey matchup is going to be insane.
Oh man,
but Chris Paul has taken 26 shots at the rim for the whole year.
26 shots at the rim all year, bro.
The entire year.
That is so gross, bro.
That's a great fun fact, boy.
I'm such a hater. I know that off the top of my head, bro. That's crazy.
26 is crazy.
What about no, what you got?
It's not even half a game.
East, I got Boston, and that's only. I would say the Bucks if they can avoid Boston. Like Boston goes out sooner, but no, I got Boston. But there's no way the Bucks are beating the Boston. It's just their kryptonite. So I think the Celtics will take care of the Bucks.
Did
they beat them already?
No way, kind of strong. No way. Okay. I ain't mad at
the West is pretty easy though. It's not even hard to pick the West. I don't know why y'all are complaining. It's going to be the Warriors. Probably so. Like we're facing the Kings. That's ending.
Are y'all beating the Kings?
But I mean, we might extend it to 5 just to win at home, like we always do.
Oh nah. Wait, stop. No, I've been lighting the beam, man. I've been lighting that beam, bro.
Stop. Let her say it, bro. Nah. This gonna get clipped out of context one way or another. So let her talk.
I'm lighting the beam either way. Okay.
It's gonna be in 5 because we like to win at home. So since we're not home this year, I mean, will 5 get us home? No, 4.
Steph Curry gonna
we don't have home court advantage. I just realized.
So you're sweeping it.
Yeah, we don't have home court advantage. So
y'all sweeping.
We sweeping.
Oh wow! So y'all gonna win back-to-back road games.
Yeah.
Why you I just want to say De'Aaron Fox is the clutchest player. They have 2 All NBA players. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a tough matchup. I do have the Warriors though.
Hold up. You saying a road game? It's not a road game. It's Sacramento.
It's really not.
It's not. Stop it.
You're right. That's what's gonna make it crazier when y'all
the Kings fans have not been to playoffs ever since the Bush administration. That's definitely a road game.
No, it's not. It's not a road game.
But it's Curry, Steph, and
a young team, bro. Like so long as we're healthy and nobody gets hurt and Wiggins is back, I don't see what can the Kings do to stop. Y'all keep asking.
All right. Well, after the first round, no. So you got the Warriors going all the way.
All the way, because round 2 we either getting the Lakers who stink. For the Grizzlies. Yeah. Like I wish the Lakers come out. That's like food. That's gonna be sweet. If the Lakers come out,
easy. That's another sweep. Oh wow.
If Grizzlies come out, we winning in like 6. I can see maybe 7.
So now you realistic. Okay, you being realistic.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm being real. And then you come to the conference final, which I expect the Nuggets to be there. And Swiper, don't be mad. 6. That's not going 7.
So y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna win 3 games in Denver, or 3 goals. We're gonna win 2 games in Denver.
Yeah,
of course. You don't understand that?
No, we don't have home court.
What don't you get?
Yeah. And you know that altitude might help you a little bit, which is the only reason why I'm even giving you those.
Just the altitude, not the
not the 3-time MVP.
No, he's not 3. The second team All NBA player, Jokic this year. Yeah.
And y'all gonna hate this, but we're gonna get that Celtic Warrior rematch. Man, and once we get there, Jason Tatum gonna see some ghosts again as soon as he's.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see Andrew Wiggins and Jason Tatum in the finals.
I don't want to see it again.
That's gonna be.
Why do y'all want to see that?
Say Swiper.
I know Tatum plays like garbage.
Stop, Gifted. Stop. Let her say it. No,
listen. I just want to highlight my good brother Swiper. You know what I'm saying? Before the season,
we don't want to hear that.
He picked his team. Peyton Watson is the new Jaden McDaniels. Christian Braun is Alex Caruso. You know what I'm saying? With that loaded Denver team in the first seed, man, I can't wait to see what them boys do in the playoffs.
Can I say something though? Can I say something though? Y'all watch the Warriors play this regular season and look very unserious. Okay, And they got to the 6th seed. You can't. They were not playing serious basketball. Like they were not themselves. Like it wasn't even like the star. Like outside of Smith getting back at the star, everybody else was just. I don't know what was going on. We got.
The Warriors just choose to be bad, y'all. That's what
that's it. They just chose.
They was just messing around, right?
Hey, Nana,
conference side note.
You know what I was? Do you know what I was told the other day? I was told that the reason the Nuggets beat you without Jokic because Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. put you on a headlock. I was told that the reason that they were able to beat you for a third straight time this year is because Jokic wasn't there to be put in a pick and roll. That's what I was told.
Oh yeah, 100%. If Jokic played that game, we win.
Just bench Jokic then, and we'll just bench Jokic.
Yeah, just there you go. Just gonna bench him.
Bench Jokic. Yeah.
No need to even play him in the playoffs.
We had Steph coming off the bench. Y'all can bring Jokic off that bench.
But y'all remember last
no issue with that.
We were like 0-4 against Mavs or like. Same record.
No. You were 1-3 versus the Facu Campazzo Monte Morris backup.
yeah. So like that regular season don't matter. It don't matter. If there's one team that takes a switch come postseason, is that team.
A switch.
Never lost a series.
LeVar Ball
when they played every game.
This could be a great year.
Never.
It's gonna be a great playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
A really good playoffs, man. I can't wait.
Never lost the West playoffs.
Hey, if those two All NBA players, not to y'all, but maybe Nana. If those two All NBA players in Sacramento put y'all out in the first round, you know how nasty the timeline's gonna get because of that.
Ain't gonna be nasty for me.
Hey man,
y'all know we need a Lakers
I got my
Warriors
piece.
series. We need a Lakers Warriors series. Come on, man.
It's not gonna happen. Why you think if?
We don't need that.
I'm not worried.
We need a Lakers Warriors.
I'm not gonna lie. We'll know exactly how toxic it is.
We
don't need that.
No, we don't. We don't need a Lakers and Warriors.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The last thing we need.
That's gonna be so toxic.
But you can run this back because there's a higher likely chance that the Nuggets fall in the first round than the Warriors do.
Oh wow!
What? Okay, you're tweaking there.
Oh wow!
Let her say it, bro.
If Minnesota comes out, you feel me?
How the fuck Minnesota gonna come out?
First of all, Minnesota beating them is crazy.
It's crazy.
You know the history of Gobert.
SGA
no Nas Reed, no McDaniels,
and SGA has a field day with Jokic. That's what you better.
I didn't say Minnesota was gonna beat them. I just said there's a more of a chance that Nuggets.
I highly disagree. You disrespecting the Kings.
We're gonna
revisit
this conversation. We're gonna revisit
this. Yeah, I would rather you have said OKC, to be honest.
It wasn't much better.
Jesus Christ. The Timberwolves gonna beat the Nuggets before the Kings beat the Warriors? Nah. Kill that. Ooh,
and I pray the Lakers come out. So
what are y'all gonna do about Anthony Davis? He's a top 5 player when he tries.
No, the last thing.
I'm gonna let Anthony Davis be Anthony Durant.
Anthony Davis. Let Draymond Green take care.
I don't think y'all understand. If the Lakers get that deep, that'll be a problem. But the timeline be toxic.
Oh yeah.
But if the Lakers get that deep in the playoffs, like to conference finals, the timeline will be toxic.
Oh yeah, the Warriors and the Lakers timeline.
No. But I don't think y'all understand. I don't think none of y'all understand. If LeBron is able to go to the West and take a 7th seeded team to the finals,
I ain't think about that agenda.
The nastiest agenda y'all ever heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pushing my agenda too.
He switched his entire team to one of the team. The man has already.
You already know how LeBron fans will give it up.
The GO combo gonna go stupid that day.
Fan, we're starting from the All-Star break. And
no, you already know how LeBron fans gonna give it up. You know how LeBron. And if LeBron wins and he gets Russ his one MVP and his one ring.
And Russ gets the
That timeline will be nasty. I'll be a
They gonna say LeBron really won a championship with Russell Westbrook on the roster.
Yes, bro.
Because Russ gets
Russ would get a ring. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he gonna get a ring.
He was there long enough. Yeah.
Wait, I thought didn't DeMarcus Cousins not get a ring after they won in 2020 though?
Nah, he got his ring. He just don't show it like that.
So technically, Boogie's a champion.
He is, yeah.
Wow.
He got that. He got that Melvin Gordon ring. He got that Melvin Gordon ring. The Kansas City Chiefs riding the bench.
Did they? Oh, but yeah, they not that it mattered. But isn't that how they got didn't they cut him for what's my man name from the Miami Heat? Dion Waiters. Was he on that team?
Who?
I think he was, right?
Waiters. Didn't Waiters come take Cousins' spot at the end? Or was that JR spot? I don't know.
Wait,
Waiters on the no, it was J.R. Smith that joined the bubble team.
I thought both of them were on it.
I'll be right back.
Who is the team that has the lowest odds of making
of the what?
Who's the team that has the lowest odds of making the championship that's actual like an actual like contender level team?
Golden State.
Probably the Cavs.
The Cavs. Yeah.
Oh wait,
and
the Cavs.
OKC. It's OKC. It's OKC.
I'm sorry.
He said.
No, but he said actual contenders.
Yeah, X has a chance. Yeah, yeah. Golden State.
No, Clippers.
If y'all consider the Grizzlies, I would say it's probably them.
I might be Clippers based off their health.
It's Clippers. It's Clippers.
Y'all think that? Oh, they
see
think
Clippers.
Clippers are contenders.
But a Warrior Lakers series will be the all-time.
They know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Nana. I'm not gonna be. I'm literally not engaging in that conversation on the timeline the entire series.
The Warriors.
I'm not either, Swipe. I'm not.
Hey, but let me give my
my
West
same
East.
level, bro.
Let me give my
Wait. Doris Burke, by the way, just voted Joel Embiid Defensive Player of the Year, bro. This is what I mean.
Hell
bro.
No, that's gas. See, that's that gas, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
That's that gas we're talking about, bro.
This is a lie. This whole year has been nasty, bro. I can't believe this, bro. Anyway,
that's disgusting.
But yeah, let me give my West and East.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Out the East, I think the Bucks are gonna come out the East. Giannis, the best player in the world, he's gonna show it again. I cannot believe Will thinks that Chris Paul and James Harden are going to actually meet each other in the NBA Finals series.
CPO.
It just will not happen. The day that honestly, you might have to make a bet on that because that's just crazy, Will. But as far as the West, I make fun of Swipers Nuggets all the time. I don't think MPJ has a real back. Jamal Murray is super lame. But I do believe
why? What did he do? You're a DeMar DeRozan fan calling someone lame. He literally made a play in because his daughter has a strong vocal cord. That's it. Anyway,
no, he made the play.
No, yeah, he is
built.
Y'all ain't there yet.
But I'm gonna go with the Nuggets to win. I'll say if Steven Adams was healthy, I would have a lot of faith in the Grizzlies, though. I would.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
He does a lot for them.
Yeah.
Like his screen setting opens up a lot of Desmond Bain's game. It helps Ja.
He can also get played off the court
better. Yeah, he against certain teams like Minnesota, who Minnesota's not a threat right now. I think out of all the teams, he matches up fairly well. He could play in all those series, but without him, it's a tough one. And also, what's his name? Got hurt on the bench. Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark.
Well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So with those two losses, I can't trust Memphis. So I'm gonna go with the Nuggets to make it by default, but trust me, they definitely on some fraud watch. They can definitely get knocked off. But I think we need we need a Giannis and Jokic finals. We need that.
What team is Levine playing for next year?
Camera's about to cut off.
Who said we?
Oh shit.
Don't need that.
No. You have to love ball to want to watch that. Okay, have you watched them play international? Yeah, that's what I mean.
You know what Giannis gonna do to Jokic? You don't want to.
You know.
Have you seen what
Jokic does to Giannis?
I don't.
You want to see that Swiper?
I mean, I've watched them play against each other for years, and I think Jokic has won most of these matchups. By the way, and he's averaging like
gotta be 30 ball in every time they play. Damn near, but
that's your problem. You keep talking about regular season.
Regular season.
You have to know.
I mean,
postseason is a different animal.
I just watched Jokic carry a team with 35, 15, and 6 in the playoff series versus y'all. By the way, with no one on the roster. Jeff Green started on that team.
Hey, how many games did y'all win that series?
That's true.
Just one. I mean, did you see that roster? Will Barton is not getting
in the last two playoff series.
So now I gotta get on Swiper ass a little bit, right, Swiper? Because look, I'm with you, right? We should have won that series. No.
Did you kick him?
Why you kick him, bro?
Well, what happened?
You just kicked this bro?
Okay, for sure. I see what it is. Listen, it's not my fault that you said I'ma still pick the Denver Nuggets.
He muted. You know what you're about to say.
Don't do him like that.
I'm not gonna stay muted forever. That's cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stay. Listen, I know I'm not gonna stay muted forever. Them Aaron Gordon has-threes was killing you in that series, bro. I know that.
I know what you're about to say because he's switching up. Because despite all that Jeff Green,
you still picked him to win. It's 6.
But don't go around talking about we.
It's a fact. You did say the Nuggets was going to beat the Warriors.
They did. They won a game. I was right.
He kept that thing.
You was so moved by Aaron Gordon before that series started. Aaron Gordon could do X, Y, and Z. He was taking like 3 half-threes a game in that series.
Hey, just to be fair though, I do think that I think what people are missing is that why people are so down nationally on the Nuggets. They have just not seen Murray, Porter, Aaron Gordon, and KCP and all them play together. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think there are going to be some games, maybe even a couple of series this playoff, where people are just going to be like shocked with maybe how the results go. And I think the Suns. I don't think the Suns are on fraud watch, bro. But people are acting like even Shane Young said they're just going to walk through like the Clippers and stuff. I'm just like, I don't.
Yeah, that's cap.
I just don't see the ceiling with the Suns. Like who's playing defense for them?
Not only that, like their rotation, like outside of their big three. Look, I know some people don't want to really come to grips with this. Like, Chris Paul is just not a good player. Off the ball, like his release.
He's not going to be the reason that the Suns win that series. It's okay.
Oh no, he's going to be reason. Yeah, he's going to be one of the reasons they lose. That's the problem. He's fallen off in all aspects of his game. What'd you say, Gifted? Say it again. What's that stat?
He's taken 26 shots at the rim for the entire season.
Insane. 26 shots. I don't even know if that's half a shot a game.
That's Shai Gilgeous over a 2-game period.
That's facts. That's actually facts.
Shai in 2 games has done more than Chris Paul throughout the entire season as far as getting to the rim. KD don't get to the rim either.
Really, that's Zion in a good night, to be honest with you.
KB, look at this casual. Look at this casual.
Respect Durant's rim protection? Question mark. Okay.
Come on, man. Let's be serious.
I just think Aiden has to be really good if they really want to win.
I mean, their best
year.
Like
Ash did the same thing last night. We were talking. He was like, "Man, we talking about all league defenders." And he was like, "Man, who's really underrated just Kevin Durant, like the strides he made." I was like,
you talk about all world defenders. Don't bring up Kevin Durant in the conversation, dog. I mean, KD's good. He's a good defender, though.
But here, answer this question for me, Omo. They're going to have DeAndre Ayton and Kevin Durant and Torrey Craig and Josh Okogie. Those are their best defenders. Those are their best defenders. And I agree. Rim protector. KD's your best rim protector, bro. Like
Kevin Durant is just going to be the best player in the series, though. So that's a problem.
They're gonna probably have KD and Aiden.
To be honest,
versus the Clippers, versus the Lakers, the Nuggets, like everybody. The best player.
The selling point with the Suns is how prolific KD and Devin Booker are.
You're 30 years old, still trolling like that.
So prolific. KD and Booker, that's a prolific duo.
One of the best mid-range combinations ever in basketball.
Who got games as pretty as KD and
wait, who's a better mid-range scorer, Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
In the play, he played with the Spurs. Like if KD got that privilege, then he would be up there, bro. Come on.
If KD got a chance to play on a team as talented as the Spurs, then yeah.
You're talking about the Spurs. What about the Raptors? Come on, man.
That was a very talented team as well. That was a very talented team. Like, Kawhi's been playing on stacked teams his entire career.
Look, I think the thing is that the reason we give the Suns so much credit is because I think the reason we give the Suns so much credit is because Kevin Durant was the best player on 2 championship teams, and now people are expecting him to do that again. So,
Yeah, he was the best player on 2 championship teams. You're right.
Yeah.
Does he know?
He wasn't.
That's very interesting.
And the problem is that Jokic has never been there. So when they match up, that's already pointing to the
Jokic has
Jokic is a playoff dropper, by the way,
outside of a fake bubble. So
like LeBron.
And even then, the best player was Jamal Murray. So
Jokic lost to a team that had Enes Kanter at the 5 in the playoff. Come on, bro.
Yep. Yeah, he didn't have a triple-double that game or anything.
Huh? No, he did.
When he was out of breath after 3 quarters.
No, you mean he played 65 minutes, which is an NBA record in the playoff series?
I mean, step your game up, step your stamina up, bro. It's just that
simple. That was a four overtime, by the way.
I got a question for Swiper.
What up, brother?
So do you think that right, because before the season started, I remember a specific tweet where you put Jamal Murray, Booker, and SGA in the same graphic. Do you think Jamal gonna reach that level again?
Yeah, I think he won the playoffs. I think it was Booker, Jamal. Okay. Was it SGA? Did I put SGA in there already? I was that high on SGA.
Either way, no matter who you put, Jamal's the worst player among
you. Were that high on SGA? Wow. Oh man. I mean, it may be the other way around. You that high on Jamal Murray? That's real.
I've seen Jamal do it in the playoffs, by the way. So
you've seen Jamal have that rim. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, he did shoot.
You seen it in a rec league. That's what you're saying.
He did shoot 82% at the rim, but whatever. I do think that actually in the 48 game sample size in 2020, 2021.
You said the playoffs. The casual.
I did see Jamal Murray drop 50 points in an AAU game. I did.
In an AAU game? That's crazy. What do you call No, I'm not gonna lie. I think that Jamal.
I did see that.
I think Jamal's gonna have a couple games where. First, you weren't even there. First off, why don't you make the playoffs? Stop taking the Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson.
Just won a championship last year,
bro.
No, I don't want to hear that. No. Yeah.
In 2019.
As soon as
lost
Steph
to
Curry
team last year. Hello.
As soon as Steph Curry doesn't have a full arsenal of over talented squad, he doesn't make the playoffs. But we're not going to bring that up.
Over talented, but
last year was not over talented. Last year was
stop the count. Stop the count.
Last year was definitely not.
Steph came off the bench last year. What are we talking about?
I mean,
what are we talking about, man?
If we're being honest, Andrew Wiggins had every right to win Finals MVP last year.
All right, so are we gonna end this? Are we gonna end this thing? We're gonna wrap this thing up, man.
Just
you trying to talk ball or no?
Just because your team only good in a bubble, you gonna have these problems.
That's crazy. Well, they mopped y'all again this year, so we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Like us.
Yeah, okay.
Yo,
no, but look, I'm not gonna lie.
What else, Swiper? If the Nuggets get eliminated in the second round or Western Conference Finals, where you gonna stand?
You got Jamal Murray. It's gonna have to be get rid of Jamal Murray.
Well, it's gonna be. Yeah, I think either Porter or Murray is probably gonna get moved for like actual superstar.
I don't know if I trade Murray though, because like the 2-man game with Jokic is like a big thing for their offense.
Well, who's on the block? That's a. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I've said this already. I do think there's a world in which I don't see the thing if they would have to reshuffle their team. But if push comes to shove, I do think Luka and Jokic have had enough conversation that Luka would actually want to play in Denver. So I think that's the actual
sounds so redundant to me. I'm sorry. I might be hating, but it's like,
ooh,
that's so redundant.
That defense.
But look, they would literally strip the team.
Defense fried. Oh my goodness.
They would literally strip the team, and all they would have between them is like, again, it's going to be, Alex Caruso, OG Anunoby, and whoever else they could put at the 4. That's literally all they would do. And they would just say, go play.
Disgusting. Don't
Alex
ever
Caruso.
Do that. Alex Caruso, where you getting this?
OG Anunoby?
I don't know where you getting that money from with 2 Supermax players on the roster.
I'm saying they would make all they would trade out all these players to just load up on defense. I don't think it's going to happen though. But I will say
defense is so bad.
So you mean like Dennis Schroeder? That's what you mean?
No, anyway. I don't want that.
Yeah.
That would be who you're getting.
That makes a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Lamb type. type.
Yeah, you mean
don't mention Anthony Lamb.
Yeah, you mean that's what you mean when you say defensive players. You mean those guys. You mean Andre Drummond. Exactly. That's what you mean.
I need that Dennis Schroeder that carrying LeBron's legacy apparently in a playing game. I will say, I think that one of them is getting traded, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Warriors and the Nuggets are gonna meet up in the conference finals. I do think that.
So who's winning?
I want to see that.
I think the Nuggets are gonna win this series. Yeah.
And who's going to the finals in the East again?
I had the Nuggets and Bucks. I picked that in July last year. I had that carrying through the year this year. I had the Nuggets and Bucks.
And who's winning that series?
I think the Nuggets can win that series. I think it's going 7.
Of course. Okay.
Why is it going 7?
Because I think I think it's a style clash. I think it's a complete style clash. Like you got.
I know what you mean style clash. You say all the time that you have seen this Nuggets team beat the shit out of that Bucks team consistently.
Yeah, but it's still
7.
Yeah, it's still Giannis in the finals. It's still Giannis in the finals. I think that series goes 7. Yeah, for sure.
Come on, it's two-time MVPs. Come on, man.
Okay.
That's gonna be great. I think that's gonna be a freaking great series.
Low, KB saying you're not putting enough respect on KD rim protection.
So we wrapping up it?
Hey y'all, but look, I want to give a shout out to Gifted X Blade. Make sure y'all give him a follow on Twitter. And also, everybody he's streaming on his platform. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Nana.
500. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Nana. Her Twitter at is what is your Twitter at, Nana? What you got?
Says, boy, don't try me.
Boy, don't try me. Unanimous CEO. If you want to see a huge fan of the Warriors and the host of the In the Database podcast, getting the scrum with Draymond Green in public, please go follow her. Excellent follow. Excellent source of ball knowledge. She is absolutely great. One of my favorite people to interact with. Shout out to Will Bias Houston, big time Houston Rockets content creator. That's my dog. He's a real Houston fan, unlike Jay Will and others who will obviously be listening to this, who are from Houston and Mustard, who's from Houston and don't support their teams. Shout out to you, Will. That's my dog, Ace Boon Coon. Shout out to Omo Mustard. Omo Mustard, DeMar DeRozan fan. Omo Mustard, great content creator.
I literally got the Levine jersey right there. Come on.
I have told Omo this several times. He trolls me. But look, Omo was one of the first basketball content creators that I interacted with that helped me to start my own platform. And so because of this, I am now working for Mile High Sports. He's one of the original influencers. So that's my dog. I appreciate my man, Omo.
I help people out like low. You feel me?
You do. Legend of winning, actually. Legend of winning. Good dude. Black man in America. Black man in the community. Black man in Atlanta. It's a good man, a good brother, faithful brother, drives a Tesla, will help you find a way to invest in getting a Tesla in your own life. If you need somebody to help you find a way in life, to help you get the Tesla that you deserve, shout out to Legend of Winning. Great.
You're doing too much.
There's no way this thing's sponsored by Tesla.
Before you wrap up, man, the comments keep telling me I know ball except when it comes to the Warriors, but I'm dead serious about the Warriors, y'all. I'm not trolling. Like, what is 6 out of 8 finals not enough for y'all? I'm a little confused.
Man, yeah. 6 out of 8 finals in a weak West, 6 out of 8 finals in a hurt West, and then 6 out of 8 finals with a Kevin Durant on your team. Yeah.
All I see is y'all beating a bunch of injured teams.
I ain't gonna lie, the West is weak right this year. It's not like it's
weak. Like you said, West is
it's
weak.
Not like ain't no clear cut team in the West.
It's not clear
except for the Nuggets and Suns.
I wouldn't say it's weak because let's be real. We're looking for.
Oh, right.
Wait a minute.
Forget about the Suns. The Suns.
Yeah. Y'all so disrespectful. Somebody called you Legend of Kroger, bro. First off, Kroger is a great place to shop. I don't like that. That's so disrespectful.
You ain't never beaten them allegations.
Y'all are so crazy about this, bro.
Oh my god.
Sniper doesn't know.
Man.
But look, this has been real. 2 hours and 15 minutes of great content. Y'all all are amazing, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all coming on, man.
Peace. Have a good year.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.